All right. Well, welcome everybody to the Bombastic StarLeague Races Championship. We're on day 8. G5 here. We got DocHoliday with me. How you doing, Doc?
Doing good, man. What's up, everyone? Very excited to be back, of course. We've got some very strong lineups for today. Hopefully, Zerg can kill someone at some point. Because I'm not gonna lie, man. As a Zerg lover and faithful myself, very sad about the results so far.
Well, on the bright side, Zerg has the one player who has actually single-handedly won them the only day that they've won, and that is Zeke, who all killed basically everyone.
Yeah, as he tends to do, you know?
Yeah, as one of those victims. Wasn't fun. But yeah, I actually am rooting for Zerg this time. I know I'm Protoss. I'm on the Protoss team. They didn't put me in, so screw them. You know, I hope they lose. And we got Terran, who won last week. And yeah, I just like to see Zerg be competitive because if they fall again without putting many points up, I don't know what their chances are going to be. So yeah, so it's going to be good. Do we know who's going in first? I know it's going to be a PVZ. Attack and Boneth. Oof. So, bringing out the big dog first. We got Boneth, and then, of course, Patak. Patak, very strong ZVP. Boneth, monster.
Just strong in every matchup.
Every matchup. And, you know, usually you don't want to put in your big dog first because then they can prepare for you. The players can put, of course, a player that comes in picks the map that they want to play, and he can get sniped by certain players. But of course, they have their second big dog, DeWalt, today. So Protoss bringing out literally everyone, all their top players. Same with Terran. You got Dandy and Terra, who are absolute gods of the foreign scene.
Yeah, it's crazy. Good. We have the whole South American super squad for Terran today, of course, and then we've got the Zergs. So there's that. But yeah, you know, I feel like there's not much strategy in throwing Boneth into the ring because he plays on every map. You know, he's one of those weird players that are happy to play stuff like Sparkle and things because it's just fun. You know, so how do you really counterpick or strategize against a player like Boneth who, once he gets his first Reaver, you know, you don't have any more workers. It's just over.
Yeah, I don't know, but I can say that, you know, I'm not as active as I used to be, but you know, back in the day, like Team USA, like we'd all play each other all the time. Protoss, Hydra, Nyoken, me, etc. We just played 24/7, and you know, we knew how each other would play, so we all could beat each other. And these players all meet each other so much in tournaments, BSLs, and everything else. On top of the ladder, and then they play together. They're on teams together. I'm sure they're all very familiar with each other, so I'm sure they got some snipe builds for players like Boneth. So it's going to be very interesting. And first up is Patak, so I'm curious what he's going to do.
I love his ID, 187 core. It just means it's like murder Korea.
Even yeah, forget about that. All right, that's good enough. But look at this badass with all his mells just stand there like a G. I mean, he got sunglasses on. He's just chilling. He knows what's up. You think that guy's scared of Boneth? If you didn't know these players, you just had some random person look at both these, who do you think they're saying is winning? Probably the guy with all the medals.
I need a picture like that. I'm gonna go like buy a bunch of medals off of Amazon and just take a picture of myself, put that on my LinkedIn page.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
There you go. Damn, he's got 4 golds.
Oh my lord.
Those actually look pretty cool too. I got 3 medals, so he's got more than me, and only one of them's gold. Craziness.
I don't have any medals, dude.
Wait, can you show that one more time? What years were those? I'm curious. I don't know, but that's a lot. Where's he from? Croatia? Nice. Nice. All right. So what are you looking for this game and in this first matchup, Doc?
Dude, I don't even know. I'm liking like the 4-hatch muta into standard Hydra play builds a lot, where people are getting anywhere from like 5 muted to 8 muted, just depending on kind of like the status of the game. It seems to be what people have been hopping on as far as like the general stylistic trends. But you know, the thing that I'm worried about is that we're going against Bonneth, right? Like, there's a lot of players that have like weaknesses in their gameplay that are exploited, that you can exploit or whatever. But Bonneth always seems to find a lead with small number of units, and then he just goes in and he snowballs that into like just killing you. So I'm a little worried about it, man. He's really the titan of one of the main, you know, like roadblocks in the foreign scene to winning things. So I'm very scared about it, but I think, you know, there's still a lot of really good choices that you can make in ZVP. I think ZVP is typically pretty Zerg favored, matchup notwithstanding, so I'm hoping that we can abuse some of the lack of vision that you can get in the early game to maybe pull something a little cheesy off, because that would probably be my best guess as far as how you beat Bonneth, but his control is so good, it's just really ridiculous to go against him.
And now, even though I typically favor Zerg over Protoss, Bonneth is absolutely crazy. I do think there's a little bit of a skill gap here, but it's one game, anything can happen.
Especially on a map like this, too.
What map is this? What we got here? Multiverse. I don't think I've ever played on this map.
Yeah.
Oh. Let's take a look at this. So, well, it looks like, if I were to guess, just looking at the map, Bonneth's going to be probably aiming for a big 2-base play, because third looks really far away.
You can take you can take the island corner thirds, if I remember correctly, because there's ways to cheat the worker through the line there. So it's actually pretty hard to attack, especially if you go for like Corsairs in the early mid game, and then it makes it really hard to drop.
And you just break down these temples and assimilators in the middle of the map if you need to get to the other side.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Okay.
It's gonna be
All
crazy.
right.
So, alrighty, guys, let's go ahead and head right on into it. Here we go. Alrighty, guys. Well, welcome to Multiverse. Spawning on the left side of the map, we have our blue Protoss, Bonneth.
Alright, and spawning in the top right at the 2 o'clock position, this is our orange Zerg. It is Patak. A few players I've ever seen from Croatia. We like to see it. Oh, Patak's even asking, is this a 4-player map? So he hasn't played this very much, obviously.
Should respond, man. Like, if I was Bonneth, I'd be like, "This is a 9-player map. Sorry, dude. Gotta check every 15 degrees."
Bonneth like didn't respond for a minute. Now he's telling them.
He's too good mannered for his own good.
Oh boy.
Alrighty, well, we do have a fast expansion already from Bonneth, and that is obviously not going to be a bad play at all, considering the kind of ridiculous state of the map here. Being cross spawns, of course, is going to be nice, just in general for the game that we have here. So looking forward to seeing how the map plays into the strategies here. Looks like we already have a pool coming out from Patek. Nothing too crazy, you know. Just gotta get those lings out if you want to be able to take your natural in some circumstances. Although I have been seeing a lot of the overpull over choices for the 11 hatch. So I'm a little curious on what you think is influencing that G5.
I honestly don't know. I think I have a question first. Okay, just looking at this map, can lings and zealots actually get through the middle as to where their spawn is?
Yeah, I think so. Between the assimilators.
Okay. So it does kind of play normal. All right, that was my only question.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
I will
like...
maybe I will say, so if you will kill both assimilators, then only Ghost can get through. But if you will kill one assimilator, then big units like Vultures, Goliaths, tanks can get through, but Lings, Zealots can get through. So both assimilators is actually like almost
They're
full
holding
kill.
the door open.
Yeah, but you can kill those temples if you want to get through, but they are stacked over here.
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting map. Alright, I'm learning along with everyone else. And I know Zero's probably not just thinking about banning Patak right now, he's thinking about banning his caster G5.
This is why you didn't get picked for the Protoss team. They were like, we can't have G5 play on this fancy map day today because his brain will explode.
Well, you know what's funny? Now that I know I'm seeing this first map, like I know why Bonus going first because I'm in the chat every week, and like Boneth, whenever he's choosing the team, he's like, "All right, guys, who wants to go first? Anyone? Like I don't care." And I'm sure that everyone else is just like, I don't know this map. And Bonus is like, all right, it's cool, I got it. I guess I'll go. Like it's just so nonchalant about it. It's great. But yeah, we just see a one gateway opening, very standard. And Patak's taking a pretty quick third. That third is so far away, it's insanity. Speedlots can definitely harass. So imagine like if we get to Speedlot stage, like how far of distance that is to send Hydras to reinforce locations.
I think it's wild that you say imagine, as if Bonnet isn't going to end the game right now with these 3 zealots. Here he comes, dude.
That's true. Well, Patak sees it, so
yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. But it's just you know, Bonnet. I'm always excited to see Bonnet just have a couple of use. You know, I actually queued against him one time on ladder. It blew my mind. He got 1 zealot out and it killed like six drones and like 3 lings, and I was like, what is going on here? So here we go. 3 zealots here arriving in the natural expansion now, going to do some damage. Of course, there is a good number of lings here, not quite enough to just fight these on their own though, so the drones come in, immediately snipes 1 drone though, so that's a big victory already. Having forced the lings also, you know, you really don't want to be losing drones with this. So wow, Bonnet does a great job with that initial engagement here. Needs to get in and see what the technology is of course the primary concern here. So he sees the layer, that's exactly what he wants to see, and then everything else is going to be gravy. He's going to clean up all the lings though and maybe get another drone kill. The drone drill is pretty decent though.
This is crazy value, and it honestly came down to Patak was actually he was a supply block though when I was coming over, so he might maybe a little bit nervous missing Overlord. But that's insane value. Not just getting a drone, forcing lings, forcing pulls and off mining time. Full scout. I don't know what else you can hope for at this level with the 3 zealots just walking across the map that they see with an Overlord.
That's a ton of value. He forces original 8 lings, right? And then all those lings die, gets a drone, and then so 6 additional lings get created. And then your zealots get in the main. You force all of the workers in the main to go to the natural expansion and delay the spire. So everything is like just going so well so far.
And he didn't delay anything to be safe. Like he knew how to do this. His core got up before the Forge. He got Stargate before Cannon. He got a +1 and Sarah. Like this Sarah's coming out so quick. He 100% gets an Overlord, and as we can see from the mouse of Zero, another supply block. Rough for the Zerg.
Yeah, and, super unfortunate.
First Sarah's out is gonna go in the direction to see if any Hydras or shenanigans are walking across the map, and then he'll probably take out an Overlord, get full scout. And
I honestly wish there were.
Going down.
But I mean, we did have, at least Patak didn't get in that weird situation where your the Corsairs are like dealing damage before the Spire is really ready to pop. Oh, I thought those eggs were not drones. I thought they were gonna be like Scourge. So actually, we are in that really awkward situation. So this Corsair is going to potentially get another supply block here, making it really difficult to continue to produce the follow the Spire units that you need in order to stop the Corsair harassment. So we have a couple of Scourge on the map now, so gonna push the Corsairs away. Not gonna have that situation right away, but another Overlord gonna go down and cause another supply block, and this is just gonna delay the production of Hydralisks and or Mutalisks for probably sufficient time for Bonnet to get a serious army up. So when his mid-game push comes out here, with his 3 Great Ways pumping and the speed lots and everything like that come out, it's going to be so difficult to hold on here.
Yeah, this is boy.
Oh, I love that Sim City though.
Yeah, it's nice. Some say I've seen 3 supply blocks now from Patak, so it's pretty rough, and we're approaching almost double supply for Bonnet. One thing I will note though is, you know, even though he got his core outside of the natural before the forge to complete the wall, that does mean that Zerg gets to see the +1 air weapons upgrade, and he saw that early. So there's no surprise that this is going to be at least 5 Corsairs +1. So Patak isn't even thinking about Muta. He is just thinking, all right, I'm getting my econ up. He knows there's going to be less zealots because he's going for the Sairs, but we're probably going to see a Hydra play, which is correct.
Alrighty, well, it is time for spooky Halloween time as the zealots come across here and menace everything in the Zerg base. We've got 1 sunken in the natural, or sorry, 1 sunken in the third. I don't think there's anyone in the natural right now. These zealots going to be very powerful with their +1 ability, or their +1 ground upgrade. And man, Patak looks like he has enough to hold on at both locations, both the natural and the third. But it's going to be very difficult for him to not get supply blocked by these massive numbers of Corsairs here. Hydra's now starting to reinforce as they pop out of the 3 hatcheries. We have a couple of very silly Scourge in the air right now. Very nice body block here, choking off the Zealots from getting
these Overlords
coverage. Yeah,
these
this is
Overlords.
The problem, now you just rally the Zealots across, and then there's no way to continue to produce Hydralisks to stop the oncoming like Zealot flood.
Oof. Well, it looks like he is going to hold for the moment. He's sending reinforcements from that third, but man, he's taking so much damage.
Yeah.
Bantha's just getting everything he wants this game.
Yeah, this is crazy. I honestly, even if Patak is able to stop the Zealot flood for now, this is so much damage. That was how many Overlords do you think went down there? That was like 3 hatcheries worth, 2 hatcheries worth at least.
This boy's been supply blocked like half this game. I mean, some on his own, some because of Bonnet. Man, it's rough. Rough. But you know, if you're gonna make your pylons able to fly, detect,
oh, shut up! Don't complain about the Overlords again.
And these drop chops, there has to be a downside somewhere, and you know they get shot out of the sky. So that's what happens sometimes. All right, that's a trade-off.
I don't know if you guys know this, but G5 is like that racist uncle that you have, right? And he will just be sitting around having dinner, and he just starts whining about Overlords. Oh, they're like pylons, but they can fly and they can detect. And
hey, buddy, I just said I'm rooting for Zerg this game. You think I wanted to see that? I didn't want to see that. But you know what? That's what we have. GG, Bonnet takes the first game.
Yeah, and very clean victory by Bonnet.
Yeah, congrats to him. We're going to have a Terran come up. Let's take a moment to pause for a second, though, and reflect as to how DocHoliday's brain works. Because when that Zealot Corsair attack came across the map, he said, and quote, "It's spooky Halloween time."
It
All right,
so
this is what you think when it comes to. I just love it. I love how your mind works. How you interpret StarCraft.
I see Zealots and I picture Mike Myers from Halloween. Just like, have you seen Halloween Kills where he just comes in and there's like a whole gang of dudes and he just fights them all with 1 axe? That's the Zealot to me, dude. Like if I'm playing against Bonnet, I could have like 30 lings. If he has 2 Zealots and +1, it's over. You know what I mean?
Taking my head so hard right now.
Dude, they're terrifying. They're little serial killers, man. Zealots are freaking are terrifying. All right.
Oh man. All right. Who do you think Terran's sending out?
Shoot.
Who's their best shot against Bonnet?
I'm guessing they're sending out Terror. And I only guess that because I was talking to Nyoken yesterday, and Nyoken's like, it was like, "Hey Terra, you want to play Race Wars?" And Terra's like, "Yes, as long as you send me out first." So I have the inside information, but you know, I mean, Terra again is like one of the super Terrans, right? Like if you're gonna throw out someone to play against Bonnet, you're gonna want to pick your ace, right? But here's the thing. All 3 of the Terrans are the Terran ace. I would say Ultra is maybe slightly weaker than the other two, but they're really all on that same level. There's like it's kind of funny, like the whole like South American super squad thing in my head. It's Danny, Terran, Ultra. You know what I mean?
If I were to put Ultra against anyone too, I'd throw him out to snipe Protoss. Like his TVP is actually really strong.
Yeah, he's crazy strong.
But yeah. So now I guess the drama becomes: all right, is Terror gonna be sent out first, or is Nyoken not a man of his word and can't be trusted because he's not sending Terror out first? I don't know.
Have you? Excuse me, don't you ever call that beautiful man's word into question, all right? You know Nyoken is a man of his word.
He is. 100% he is.
But, yeah.
Unless the Terran doesn't get out. We'll see.
Despite the internal Terran team politics, though, I also think Terror's kind of the right decision. Terror has a bit more of an unpredictable style.
Oh, Terror's up. Nyoken, man of his word.
What did I say? What did I say?
I didn't say he wouldn't. I was just pointing out the obvious.
But, but look, listen for a second. So like Terror is a bit more unpredictable. He's got a lot of build orders in his back pocket that he can pull out. And if you're gonna take down the champ like Boneth, you got to maybe be a little bit less predictable. On top of that, Terror also has a style which can take people by surprise, right? Like he's always super active with his vultures. Every once in a while, you'll see him get lucky, quote unquote lucky. He takes the bets to get the results, but he'll have a mine pop off and kill like 3 dragoons, and that'll change a fight. And that type of thing is going to be really good versus someone like Boneth. Just because you need to be able to kind of get those advantages versus him. And when you have a guy like Terror who invests a lot of APM and a lot of brain power into the kind of nuances of StarCraft like that, as opposed to just trying to do a very solid macro play against Boneth, I feel like he's got, he's taking these gambles during the early to mid game that may get him into a position where he can win. So, I think it's the right call for sure, especially since it's going to be his map choice.
Well, I'm curious what map Terra's going to pick, because when you're playing against Boneth, like one thing that Boneth is really good at is he's really good at just playing to his strengths. And his strengths in PvT is Reaver the Carrier. And you see that most games. PvT he just simplifies it down. I'm gonna get Reavers, get some harassed if I can. He'll help stop any timing attack. And I'm going into carriers, building up that fleet, and we're gonna make it very simple. Just carriers and my army against your army, trying to deal with it. And so Terra's gotta be looking at his map pool like, okay, what's a terrible carrier map? And I'm very curious what he picks. It's gonna be interesting.
Sparkle, obviously, dude.
Yeah. Oh, we have like 2. I forgot. We have obviously Boneth is a BSL champion. Terror is too. So we got 2 BSL champs coming in here.
I love how Terror is like is named like a pop star on his card. He doesn't have a last name. He's just Rodrigo, and everyone knows exactly who he's talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's Rodrigo.
Just start calling him Rod. What's up, Rod? I love it.
If I knew his first name, you could addition him like A-Rod.
Oh my god. But yeah, I mean, map choice wise, I wonder how comfortable he is on all of these maps. There is a surprising number of island bases and funky map features in the pool here, in the map pool. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, that's not unexpected. It's not a crazy map. This is, I would say, one of the more regular looking maps as far. There's no third bases that are blocked off by minerals, no islands really. The natural expansion is ginormous with the little pizza pie in front of it to defend. And then of course the thirds are kind of a little far away, other than the mineral onlys. But I mean, how do you feel about it for this matchup? Because there's a gigantic area over the natural expansions for carriers to harass and all that stuff.
It is, and it actually tells me that Terra wants to play a macro game, only because you can get 4 bases really easily on this map. You only have 3 gas, but it's easy to get 4 bases. And if we do get into a crazy long game, having less gas bases actually is favorable for a carrier player because you trade gas units for mineral units. And so, I don't know, this is a good carrier map, so I'm sure Bonth isn't upset about this map choice. But we'll see. Terra's got some nasty timings too, so he could throw something out here. But all right, who you hoping wins here? Who you rooting for?
You have to root against Protoss, man. What do you mean who? Like, the Protoss cannot keep winning. It's not fair. Like, there's just too many points on the board for Protoss. I love all of the players in the foreign scene, unequivocally. Every single one of them, super awesome guys. Especially Bonnet. I love casting with that guy. Wonderful person, super sweet dude. Really great personality, everything like that. But dude, fuck Bonnet, man. I can't. He can't keep winning. He can't keep getting away with it. We need to. He's the tyrant, man. He's the tyrant of the foreign scene. He's just. He's too good.
Here's what happened. You're like, this guy's so good. I love him. I love
He's
casting with
lovely.
him. I love all stuff. You know, fuck that guy. Actually,
He's
I hope you
lovely.
get wrecked.
I love that man. But also, come on, dude. Let someone else win a game.
I want Zerg to get on the board here. So,
what does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know who's got Zerg has a better chance against. But I guess we're ready to get in the game.
Let's do it. Alrighty, guys. Well, starting in the top. No worries. Starting in the top right-hand corner in a very lovely magenta. Of course, we have the Dogecoin holder, aka Rodrigo, aka Terror.
All right. So bottom left, we got the red Protoss, and it is Boneth. Yeah, let's see here. We do have cross spawns, so that leans more towards the macro-oriented games. It's gonna be harder to hit timings. So we may be in store for a good one here. That'd be good.
What if it was not cross spawns? What if it was vertical spawns? Will we have been in store for a bad one?
Well, you're more likely to see a timing attack come out from someone.
Yeah, true.
Especially the Terran player. It's hard to hit a timing attack cross map like this. So we'll see. Now, as a Zerg player, and you're very familiar with the foreign scene, keep up with it as much as anyone. Zerg has Avi-Love and they have Zeke. All right, to throw out in the next match. Who do you think we got a better shot against, Bonnet or Terra? That's a tough one.
I think if you send out Ziki, you want to fight Terra. For sure.
Okay. So I'm rooting for Terra in this game then. Alright.
Yeah.
Very, very biased casting coming in. Alright.
I don't know why I say that either. I have a feeling, in my tummy. I got that tingle in the tummy that tells me, it's a spidey sense right there.
Yeah.
So.
And Terran's actually going to scout before Protoss. Boneth is not going Nexus first. He's going for a pretty standard opening, and he's getting it out. He's getting everything out early. He waited to scout until like 13. And we have a gasless expand from
I love it.
He does always. Nyoken can point this out to me. He does
it a lot.
He does it a lot. So it's something he's very comfortable with, and see how this goes. I'll tell you, I casted DeWalt against against some Terran. I forget who it was, but it was for BSL, and Terran went gasless expand. Maybe it was Dandy. I don't remember. But and he went gasless expand, and DeWalt just broke him with Reaver Goon. Like every game he went that. I've never seen that. Like he made it look easy. So ever since seeing that, I kind of wince when I see gasless expand because I'm just like, oh, is he gonna get DeWalted here?
This is terror gasless expand though. Okay, he's fine.
Yeah.
I believe in this. I've seen him do this so many times and not lose.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, you're playing against Bonif, but like, I don't know. Like, it doesn't seem like it's really a possibility. Like, I feel like if Terra was even remotely scared of getting cracked at this point in the game, he probably wouldn't pull out the build order. So we're totally fine, I think. But things looking. Like, how are things looking? I'm pretty normal so far. You know, Gas-X Expand is delays your factory quite significantly, so no silly proxy vulture shenanigans or anything that you can sometimes see from Terra. Look, so we have a very fast Robo from Monith, though. What's the plan here, man? We're just going right for a Reaver?
Right for Reaver. Robo before range, so he delayed range to get his Nexus up first. Because this is Gas-X Expand, Aaron got it up so much earlier, so he should have an SCV lead over the Protoss relatively shortly, and he's dotting his I's, checking everything, making sure there's no proxy shenanigans next to him. Now, so Terran did get a better opener, I'd say, but yeah, delaying the gas, delaying the range for goons, and getting that quicker robo usually kind of indicates you want to go for a really quick Reaver.
I'm gonna be really upset with you, by the way, if you called this bust and it works and Terra dies.
Why'd you be upset?
I'm gonna be vaguely perturbed at you.
Ooh,
because you caster cursed it, man. You were like, oh, this is the way it's gonna go. And now it's gonna happen.
There's that robo. What's a perturbed? That's a college-educated word. What is that? What does that mean? Perturbed. You disturbed?
What? No. Just because words rhyme doesn't mean they mean the same thing. Oh my god. Well, it rhymes. It sounds the same, so I suppose it must mean the same thing.
I like how you're deflecting not to say what it means, though. I'm not sure you know that
means I will be vexed.
I don't know what vexed me. That's a League of Legends character. Come on. What are you doing?
I'll be disgruntled.
There it is. I know that one. Alright.
There's the charm. Alrighty, well, we got our factories pumping, we got our armory building, we got second gas being mined now, things looking, you know, not too bad. I mean, like, what's the real risk here? I mean, you lose some SCVs, right? We're not gonna go for punching through the bunker to try and bust this, are we? Well,
Terra did this nicely, because his turrets are gonna be up just in time. He didn't go for any early vulture shenanigans. He did get mines and one, maybe two vultures. But he got some tanks out, so he is he got 2 tanks out, probably a third coming. He should hold this off just fine. He's got that turret ring up real quick. This was a really nice.
Oh my god!
I'm even gonna see it.
That's so gorgeous.
I'm not sure if he noticed, but and then you got the barracks coming over here. He's throwing down another turret because he knows what's coming.
That's so smart, dude. Look at this guy.
But what's nice from Bonith is, like, yeah, alright, he forced all these turrets. Look, he's building another one. 2 of them are 150, right? So you're talking, he built enough turrets to basically make a command center. And Bonith's going to see this, and he's just going to be like, alright, I guess I can't go in. So he's just going to use this to delay any push or anything. And, oh, don't lose it. Alright, there we go.
Get out of here, shuttle.
And Bonith's just like, alright, going to take my third. Move on to the next stage of the game. Got his observer in there. What is kind of notable though? Oh, Stargate going down. So we're going 3-gate carrier, or 3-base carrier. And what is notable is with this turret ring coming up so quick, Bont has no idea whether this is a quick third CC or if it's going to be a 2-base play from Terran.
Yeah, that's a good point because the obs can't really get get in too deep there.
Yeah, they can't. And he's looking for a little bit of bust. Nice little hold from Terra.
Bonnett's just letting that bunker know what's up.
Oh, he's gonna get some value.
Oh.
Oh, nice on siege. Is he gonna save it? No.
No.
Look at that. I look at this Terran base, I see 0 value anywhere, and Bonnet gets a tank.
As he does, man. His Reavers are just, you know, I mean, it's one of his main mechanisms for getting ahead in the game.
Look at this, he's forcing another turret.
Dude, look how ballsy this is. He drops the Zealot out. There's 3 Goliaths, and he's like, whatever, dude. Oh my god, even kills the Goliath.
Did he even lose a Zealot?
I have a question, though. So, I don't get it, G5. So, every time I see you use Reavers, they don't kill anything. Because the Scarabs don't explode.
Oh, look at this guy. He's so funny. Yeah,
so what's the...
Terrible
Actually, though. So what is the mechanism that determines whether these are duds or not? Because I don't ever... Like, Bonnet Scarabs always seem to kill shit. And, you know, like, you see from most Protoss players, lots of duds. It has some... Does it have something to do with, like, pathing or something weird?
It has to do with what you select. And, yeah, kind of like the angle that they're going in, and if there's stuff in the way. Yeah, that's basically it. But you see the same thing with... it's like kind of the same mechanism for Scarabs as Infested Terrans, which you don't see very often, but if you did,
oh my god,
the Infested Terrans just dud.
They're so sad.
Yeah.
They're even worse because they're straight up melee units, so they just die.
Yeah, it's rough. But we do have... So this is he's styling right now. What is this? We got Corsairs. I'm sure D-Web's coming, so he's gonna have... But this is a nice timing, right? So Terra's gonna take the high ground. Protoss doesn't have a ton of units. Reaver's gonna be huge here. And he's gotta get that shuttle.
Oh man, this turret
we are gonna
get first. Okay, but I mean this Reaver gets stuck at this point. Oh my god, and look at all of the blue!
Yeah,
this is beautiful. Ice cream everywhere.
Bonnet got caught with his pants down because he was looking for the big sexy Corsair with D-Web play, but D-Web takes 125 energy if I'm not mistaken. And it takes a while before you actually have it, and Terra just scans it and he's gotta be thinking, What the crap is this? Like, what's happening here? Alright, you got a bunch of Sairs, you're gonna clown on me? Not today, son!
Not today. The D in D-Web stands for dumb, because it doesn't... Oh, man. But yeah, dude, the timing, though, of this push was actually incredible. And now you've got kind of a chokehold on this. You know, we're already at a mineral-only third anyways, too. So things a little unfortunate for Bonnet right now. Terra looking very scary.
Look at all the blue streamed across the map. Like, Terra wants to end this now. And how many D-Web? Oh, he's got 2 carriers. How many D-Webs are we going to have? We're going to have 2 carriers and maybe, like, 3 energy for 3 D-Webs, maybe? And he's pushing in, and I don't see these... Okay, here comes the carriers, here comes the Sairs. He knows he has to stop this when this game is over. But man, that's just a lot of Terran.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm hearing the Terran theme in my head right now, you know? It's just going real hard. It's like... As like these units just come across the map. You know how it goes. Don't make me do it again. Don't make me do it again.
That was beautiful.
No, we're not gonna do it again. But you can hear, you know what I mean though? It's like the Terran dream, just like mech units stomping across the map, evaporating the Protoss army as it arrives to try and defend this. Now you're in the natural expansion, tanks shelling the friggin' Nexus. Like, come on, get out of here, Protoss. It's Terran time now.
Huge D-Web.
Oh my god, look, he's hitting like every tank!
But
oh my lord.
It's still so much Terran, and he's targeting down the carrier! Oh, D-Web probably saved that carrier.
I feel like there's more carriers right now than there are interceptors.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, alright, and now D-Web's gone, and joke's on you. Now you just have a, you you have Corsairs that can't shoot anything. This is just too much Terran. This is Dunzo.
Oh my gosh, yeah. There's so many Goliaths on the field. These carriers are offering essentially nothing. We got the lone Dragoon. It's so funny. The Dragoon's like here. The Corsair's like, dude, come on, do something, man. That's the Nexus, bro. The Dragoon's like, what am I supposed to do?
Wait, did he remake a Nexus?
Yeah, he does. The third is down there still.
Oh. And I mean, it's... I'm not sure if Terran even recognizes that. That's hilarious.
I don't think he cares.
Now he sees it.
He should eBay block the mineral line just to do it.
I mean,
I don't think you can actually build there, but
at this point, you're getting ghosts and nukes just to style back on them, right?
You land a CC in the main, just stick it in there.
Yeah, but he's gonna slow crawl here. But this is just so much Terran. I don't know how you attack this. Like maybe if he gets 2 more carriers out, but you're not even gonna have the money to support rebuild.
Just say 2 more carriers. What is 2 more carriers gonna do? There's so many Goliaths here. There's a bazillion tanks.
Nothing. Yeah, and
look, we're building turrets up on the high ground here now with this SCV. This is now Terran base.
Here comes the last stand. Big D-Web. Big D-Web. And these ults are doing work. Lots of splash attacks from the tanks onto the Terran Goliaths.
What did I say about Zealots, man? It's Halloween spooky time, man. It's
Halloween spooky time, that's right.
They're terrifying.
There it is, and Terra is just gonna rally units over. Slow walk this.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just, you know, this is a great game played by Terra.
Yeah, and
Nothing
you know what?
Works.
There's kind of a 10,000 IQ play too, because he denied scouting, then went for a timing attack. Alright, GG.
Sick
Bombed
play,
out of there. Dogecoin holder, AK Terra. Rodrigo.
Someone in the chat was triggered, by the way, because we didn't say Holdler. No one's gonna say hold that. No one says Holdler in real life unless you're some weird dude. I feel like if you say Holdler in real life, you're like one of those crypto bros that just like sits at their computer all day with a backwards hat. But it can't even be like a fitted cap. It's got to be one with like a snap fit, you know. And then you gotta wear like gas station sunglasses, and you're like manipulating your like 55 cents of Ethereum.
So you're gonna say whatever the college educated words and vexed and blah blah, but you can't say Holdler, which everyone
I'm not gonna say
understands?
Holdler.
Terra's a Holdler, and Dogecoin going to the moon. At least he hopes so. But we don't know about that. But we know that he is moving on, and he's gonna face either Avi-Love or Zeke. Whew. And if I'm Zerg, I'm sending out Zeke. Now I'm sending out Zeke for one simple reason. He's the best chance to throw some points up. He's best chance to all kill. And you can't let Protoss and Terran keep getting more points. You get points for wins. Alright? So, your lack of holding proficiency vexes and perturbs me. Billy the Goat, you are a troll. Get out of here.
Proficiency.
Proficiency. That's right.
It's like when you get fried chicken comes with all the fixins.
Alright, so who do you think they're sending out? I'm thinking Zeke.
I told you, Sicky. I called it before. I bet you. Let's see. I want to know. If it's Avi though, that'd be pretty fun. Avi's cool because he's like one of the more non-meta, or I guess I would say, I don't know how would you phrase that, but like he doesn't play meta strategies all the time. He'll play like Hydra ZVZ and all kinds of crazy stuff, and that's always fun to see. But I want to see Siki come out here. I need him to murder Terror for me. I need some Zerg points. It feels bad though, because now I really don't want to see Terran on Zerg violence right now because both of them need points. Oh Avi shoot! It's Avi.
Sparkle's island map too, right?
This is actually This is a good call I think from Drone. Avi's like as I said, kind of a unconventional player, and I think that he's gonna really bring it on Sparkle, man. Terra has shown in some of the last race Race Championship games that he's not super proficient on Sparkle.
I like how you almost said Race Wars. Yes.
I mean, whatever. But yeah, like as I said, not super sound as far as like the strategies go that we've seen from Terra so far on Sparkle and stuff like that. So Avi, you know, again, one of those players who plays all kinds of weird maps stuff. You know, there's like a lot of people in the foreign scene that like will like experiment with all the maps stuff like that, as opposed to like just grinding out, you know, like fighting spirit.
Yeah.
Like a friend of ours.
Kicks?
And he's I would say definitely the Zerg I'd send out if that was the plan. And this could be a really good opportunity, you know. This is a great map for Avi-Love to snipe Terror and take out a very serious threat.
Yeah, and I remember Boneth picked Sparkle against Terror in a previous race championships, and Terror looked very uncomfortable and unfamiliar with how to play island maps. So picking an island map against him, not a bad call, I think. It's gonna be interesting though, because yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's gonna be interesting. Island maps, you never know what's going on. So, all right, Rodrigo against Matthias Hoyer, gonna be good.
Matthias?
Is that Matthias?
Matthias.
Matthias. Oh, that's a way nicer name than Matthias. Yeah.
Who do you think would win in a fight in real life, though? Look at Avi. He looks so much scarier than Terra. Terra looks like he would like help you bring in the milk if you like had like a busted ankle or something. He's just like this sweet kid, and then Avi's over here menacing you like he's gonna try to take your lunch money.
Terra actually looks like a Pokemon catcher with like the hat and the hoodie, and he's got his thumbs up like, let's go guys. And Avi-Love looks like a Viking that's about to punch you in the face. You know?
He's like that guy who's like, he's like that guy who comes out of the bush and he's like, fight my Weedle.
Yeah, so Zerg is historically horrible on island maps. Like, and so what Sparkle did was they actually gave them an extra gas, I believe. And so that's good. That's good. All right, good map design. Now we are ready. Let's get into it. Sparkle, Avi-Love, and Terra.
Alrighty, guys. Well, spoiled by my idiot co-caster, in the top right-hand corner we have Terror.
All right, and at the 6 o'clock location, we have the blue Zerg, Avi-Love. And Avi says, "Wanna go high." Okay. Yeah, I was thinking 422. Oh yeah. There we go. Avi was saying 422. Yeah, all right. We got some.
Dude, I gotta ask you a question. How you gonna say the players' names right before we introduce them? Come on.
Because I knew you were gonna fuck it up.
Excuse me, sir?
I was just helping out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I see how it is. Alrighty. So, Sparkle, super fun map. I think it's really cool, especially for being a Zerg player. Like, I guess the other races probably don't get to appreciate it nearly as much, but like Zerg, with the fact that you can do all kinds of crazy stuff. You can do the Nidus tricks, because there's the neutral creep on the map. You can do, you know, you get the extra base with the gas and the minerals. It's like in the corner there and everything like that. Like, really fun, like, cool crap that you can do as a Zerg player. But for the other races, not so much. Just a normal island map with a natural expansion attached. So,
and
you know...
I have to point out, so it looks like Terror, okay, he is throwing down barracks. It's a little delayed. I love the little subtle things in StarCraft, like just putting this depot right under this command center to make the SCV pop out closer to the mineral patches. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I just like the little things like
neat little tricks, like the way you can like fix your gas on certain maps with like your spawning pool too. All that type of stuff. I don't know how to do any of it, but I certainly appreciate it when people do it.
Yeah, and Scan talks about in his cast, he talks about like mineral boosted patches on certain certain maps and certain locations. Like, it's all the little things that make such a big difference and
Dude.
really set these people apart.
Mineral boosting's insane, by the way. It's like actually cheating. Like depending on where the patches are located, you can get like a free drone in a minute worth of minerals.
Let's take note here how weird this opening is. All right. Usually on a map like this, usually on this map, you would think, all right, Zerg's getting a fast expansion, maybe 3, maybe 2 expos before, you know, higher tech, but he's on 1 base still. All right.
Yeah.
Now he's throwing down that second hatchery, so he went layer as quick as possible. And if you're thinking, oh man, I don't know what Terran's gonna do. Well, Terran you'd think would, you know, quick CC, but he's not. He's getting quick tech, and it looks like an academy. Is this gonna be a quick drop, a quick marine medic drop, against like the fastest muta ever?
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty rough. As you know, mutas can shoot planes. So
yeah, well, I mean, if he catches them, but I mean, how many? I'm thinking about this build. How many muta do you think he has? 6?
He's gonna get like 5 out immediately, almost.
Is he gonna get it out before the drop hits?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
I mean,
this is like a ZVZ build. He's gonna get them out. They're gonna be out. You know.
Yeah, that's crazy too, because Terra was like, God, look at that. I didn't even know you could do that the first time I looked at this map. Right,
yeah, I know. It looks so crazy on that gigantic mineral thing too.
Yeah.
The real question is, why can't you get the minerals that are blocking that? Like, that's a lot of minerals, dude.
Right. So let's talk about the mind games here. So Terran's thinking, all right, if he takes, you know, hatch first, goes 12 hatch, then goes lair, you know, something like that, something normal. This is gonna hit before mutas come out. But Avi-Love is metagaming the metagame, and he is throwing in a real quick Spire. Now I do see some lag though. Oh boy. Oh boy.
But here's the thing though, it's not like we're dealing with like muta versus bio like you normally would see in a regular. So you don't. It's not gonna be like the type of micro where you know, like you're gonna have a real problem with your mutas like not firing or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because the muta really just has to catch this dropship and then it's over. Another big thing the Zero's trying to show us is that there's like Terra has no idea where Zerg is, and he scans that natural expansion there, assuming that he's gonna find the Zerg, and doesn't see it. So look at this. He doesn't even scout bottom left. He just kind of is looking for the Overlord right now. He's not finding it.
He doesn't even know where he's at.
He has no idea.
So funny.
Yeah. And that
so
scan doesn't
funny.
reveal anything. He just sees the neutral creep and doesn't know that there's a base down there.
That's so funny. And
the position of that natural is insane.
Yeah, and this Wraith, I thought it was going to be genius too, to pull like dropships, to kind of like pull the muta away and let the dropship get in. But this Wraith is in no man's land. He doesn't know where he's going.
Dude, here comes the muta now into the main. I don't think there's turrets or anything. Look at this. Marine's gonna get one shot by these 5 mutas, easy peasy.
Oh, and they're all spread out.
He needs. I mean, they need to be in these positions to see where the mutas are initially coming in, so you can track them. But look, what does this dropship do now? This is the world's most useless dropship.
Yeah.
There's not even really enough Marines, like with a good micro, and the lag might be taking, you know, might be factoring into this a little bit, but with good micro, these mutas can definitely kill all these Marines, no problem. And you're on 2 hatches. It's not like we're like 1 base layer, like 1 base mutating, right? Like you have a significant number of muta already.
So this Wraith is gonna give some breathing room at least.
Like 10 seconds of breathing room.
Yeah, it's still some breathing room. But if you're Terra now, like, he's taking the risk. It did pull it off.
This is so ballsy.
Over.
I believe this is the right move too. Because you have to do something.
Where's the how quick is the reaction? How quick's the reaction? Does he see it?
He doesn't see it.
There it is. Now he sees it. He's coming back. He's
unload, like, but there's so many. There's so many muta here. Even if he completely unloads, the muta deal with this no problem.
Yeah, and
this is just stalling.
He's He's not gonna lose it. Okay, he lost 1 drone. 1 drone, 2 drones.
Oh, this Marine here working overtime for the promotion. But this does allow Terra to get the turret ring up, right? So we're no longer in like crisis mode. That drop was very expensive as far as like sacrificing your whole army, but at the same time, you know, he does get to stabilize a little bit here. So these Muta, you know, may not come in here and completely devastate him. There's only 1 turret covering like, you know, each individual section here. It looks like the Mutas can just find some damage here on bouncing Glaives off and cancel the...
There's not enough Marines to even stop that, so +1 gets stopped, but a dropship is coming in from the top left. I'm not sure if it has anything right there.
I mean, this is Terra's best plan, though. Like, he has to do something to buy himself some time to get some units out. It was super unfortunate, the build order choice here, because Avi was just, like, you're just totally build order countered here. The Mutas are out, they're going to deal with all of your units very efficiently, very easily. And the dropships can't really get too much value here whatsoever. Yeah. There we go. Right, bunch of random Mutalists find this dropship.
And is there stuff in it? There is, but
the Muta's gonna be able to kill these these Marines like one at a time, no problem.
What the hell was it? Was there only 3 units in there? Oh,
yeah, I honestly think he's just trying to distract Avi for as long as possible. Oh my god, another drop.
Now. Yeah, Avi's taking his natural now, and we got Terror teching up to vessels, which, you know, he needs a radiate.
Could this be an SCV drop to take an expansion?
He has like maybe 1, but he has no Marines in his base, so I think he's just going the long way around. He thinks that's the only way he's actually going to drop it, which is probably correct. And Mutas are across the map, so this might get some damage. It looks like he's going to wait till he knows the Mutas are there.
Yeah. I mean, I do like the fact that we're stalling for our radiates. Like, yeah, Terror's lost a ton of units and stuff like that, but he hasn't taken severe economic damage up until this point, and here comes the irradiate. Good split,
nice.
Real good split.
Yeah, when you get into like tournament settings and things like this, where you know like hundreds of people are watching you, you can get nervous and mess that up real easily. Oh, only 1. Oh, it does go down.
3 Marines come out though, and the Mutas are on the other side of the map. There aren't really any units over here to help this, so a couple of drones going down here. I don't really know if these drops have been worth it so far as the amount of damage they've done, but at least now there are vessels on the field, so you can finally take your natural expansion here with a little bit of security.
Yeah. Well, Zerg's definitely ahead here, but man,
by an insane amount.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like an hour before Terran can actually get out of here. Like, I mean, all his dropships are dead, right? He's got
just look at the gas, man. Look at how much gas Zerg has right now. Like, gas is the limiting factor for the Zerg economy in this matchup, in really every matchup, kind of. But like,
do we just Guardian here?
I mean, I don't even know if you really need Guardian. There's so little in the way of units for Terran on the ground. I would like to see drop. Like, how do you stop the overlords from coming across? You got 2 science vessels that need to keep their energy in reserve for fighting the Mutalists off. So there's nothing that says you don't just make a bunch of units and drop them in the Terran main. Like,
yeah, it is amazing. I was saying this yesterday to you. Like, it's amazing. Oh, we got +2 on these Muta already. Jesus. It is amazing to me that we don't see drop as much from Zerg, considering it just takes, what, 200 to make all your floating pylons dropships.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And he's coming in, and he wants to snipe these vessels.
Oh my god, and there's so many Mutalists. Yeah. Doesn't even need to micro, just spreads them to make sure they don't die to the irradiate.
And there is enough Terran to push us back, though. So Terran's gonna live. That was you trade a lot of minerals for gas there. It was pretty good. It was pretty good for Terran, I think. This is still delayed, though.
I mean, you'll take that trade every day, right? Like, because I mean, this not only is it just like good efficiency wise, but then also you only lost one vessel, and the major threat to your whole economy right now is like essentially eliminated. Four mutas left on the field here. Not really enough. Oh, okay, never mind. A whole bunch more are being created. But even still, like, that's so efficient. Like, it'd be hard to match the efficiency of that trade if Avi was, like, using them to micro. So, as you can see, though, Avi really, like, getting his macro up. On 3 bases, Zerg is very, very powerful, especially when you've denied the natural transfer from Terra for so long. So, it looks like these mutas are just going to stall again.
Yeah. Yeah, and, you know, Zerg is going to need drop to go ahead and take any more bases. It looks like he's just getting his drone count up. Some overlords are being moved out. Those may have some drones in them. And, I mean, if you're Zerg, you're feeling pretty comfortable. I'd be spreading overlords everywhere, just making sure that no shenanigans are afoot. And Avi's feeling pretty confident. He's like, there's no real threat right now. Let's make sure there's no hidden bases across the map. He's spreading his mutas around everywhere, checking out everything that's going on. Superman with the big $10 tip. Thank you, sir. And $10 BSL fighting. Yeah. So, and we got a double starport coming in, probably vessels, dropships, and Terra's just building up and gonna try to finagle a way where he can get out of his base.
You know, it's so one of the things that interesting, second spire here, very nice. So it's kind of funny actually. On this map, you don't need a drop in order to expand. Looks like we did get it anyways. I'm actually a little surprised because Zero's showing us like the overlords don't have speed, so getting drop in this situation is kind of funny. That those drones were in there for a long time.
Yeah, well, it looks like he's only, I mean, with the second spire, and he's already +2 air weapons upgrade. Like he is just going ham, like mass muta, mass probably guardians later, I would imagine.
Yeah, I don't think we have a hive on
there. No,
I did see
yet,
a queen's as I thought. So probably going to end up going that direction.
So if he's getting a second spire, it needs the hive for the +3. So I'm sure it's coming. Yeah, there it is.
There we go.
Oh, we even
like
have
this.
lurkers.
I love it. I love it.
Ooh, those spiny boys.
Lurkers are just so powerful. Like, just almost, like,
they are.
You use them in every matchup for a reason.
Yeah, that's Protoss and Terran's, what do you call it? Spooky Halloween time?
Yeah, spooky Halloween time.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, like
vessel.
they're just a great option for defending your satellite bases for cheap. They're great aggressively. Like, this is going to be an insane drop. Like, there's no way. There's got to be. I highly doubt that there's even the notion that this is coming here right now in Terra's head. Like, these lurkers, if even 3 of them get burrowed, it's over.
And he's gonna load up while drops coming in.
No. Dude, this is the perfect anti-timing here, man.
And he irradiated an overlord at 6 o'clock to open up a pathway. So I think these dropships are coming to the bot. But here comes the drop, and those dropships have to come back, you'd think? Yeah, they're coming back. They're like, oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Jesus.
There's so much Zerg here. You can't even walk up to this top right here without eating a whole bunch of spines.
We're gonna have to see Boxer. Is it Boxer?
I mean, Terra's got great micro, but look at this. Here comes the muta. Hey, what's up, all of these dropships that you were on to use against me? Sorry. Man.
Wow. Zerg gets a point. Nice.
Dude, that was the perfect call!
Yeah, that was good.
Harry with the big brain move, sending out Avi-Love to snipe Terror with some super sick... Dude, the Sparkle build order, that was awesome! What an amazing play. Like, that was 100% big brain time from start to finish from Avi-Love. What an awesome, awesome build order. You know, I liked what Terror was thinking, you know? I really thought that, you know, versus a more standard Zerg play, that'd be great. But, sorry, dude. Avi made a layer before he took his expansion, and so all your plans are just in the trash now.
Yeah, it was kind of like what Terra did to Bonneth, where he denied the scouting and Bonneth just kind of assumed, like, all right, he's picking this macro-oriented map, and he's getting, you know, I'm assuming he's going to take an early third. You know, it's a far rush distance. I don't think a timing attack's coming. I don't see that's coming. Terra just hit him with a time attack. Well, he tried to do something similar to Avi-Love, where he's thinking, all right, I think Avi-Love's just gonna take an expansion, and his mutas are gonna be a little bit later. But no, Avi-Love just squashed that, got a great build order win, and just executed. And Protoss is not messing around, because OMG, we got DeWalt coming up next.
You know, honestly, I'm a little sad about that. I would have liked to see Gosudark versus Avi-Love, because they're both a little bit, riskier, strange, like, you know, like build order oriented, kind of like I don't know. I like to see the less standard players go against each other and see what happens. But yeah, DeWalt just gonna come out here to try and bully Avi-Love, and I honestly think he's gonna be successful.
I'm gonna be right back a second.
Yeah, you better be right back. If you're not back soon, I'll be really mad at you, and then I'll tell your mom. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is probably the right call when it comes to like maximizing the amount of points that you get. DeWalt's gonna likely come out here and just kind of beat Avi-Love, since it's gonna be his map choice, and he's already like, you know, top 2 foreign scene, you know. So I'm not super worried for DeWalt's chances here. If this was the other way around and Avi got to choose the map, it might be a little bit different, right? Like, you could see it. I could see Avi-Love maybe winning on a map like Troy or something funky, where there's like a lot of weird things that go into the normal calculations of build orders and all that. But that being said, DeWalt's just going to come out here, likely put Protoss back onto the hill as far as winning this game, and then, you know, where do we go from there? DeWalt's going to be on top. There's still a lot of goofy maps in the map pool that you could potentially use to take a player like DeWalt out with, but I'm not sure how good Sicky is, how good Dandy is, like the 2 other aces for the other races as far as playing on these non-standard maps. So this is like in my opinion, a very good position for DeWalt to be in. He doesn't have like to worry about Terror or Avi-Love if he wins this one. So yeah, I don't know. I really like how DeWalt is going to be looking here to kind of win out for the rest of the day. Gosudark, if he was on a different team, might be one of those players that could be annoying on one of those maps, but unfortunately he is also Protoss, so they're on the same team. Yeah, just a little worried for the other races at this point. Sicky could definitely be one of those players that's going to be able to take out DeWalt on more standard map. Yeah. But yeah, like, how do you feel about like Dandy and Ultras? Possibly, like, I don't know if they've got the chops to take out DeWalt in a regular head-to-head matchup where everything is normal.
Well, I'm back now. Sorry about that.
I know you are. That's why I asked you a question, goddammit.
Oh, you were talking to me. I didn't know if Zero popped in or something. Yeah. So I don't know. You know, I'll give the edge always to DeWalt on this, and Avi-Love can always pull out something. He's a tricky Zerg. This is DeWalt's map choice, Revolver. So I don't know. It's obviously a map he feels comfortable with, and both of them being European, I'm sure they're very familiar with each other. It's gonna be interesting.
Oh yeah, specifically. So let's talk about that. So guys, really appreciate it so far. We've seen some donations coming in during the cast, so thank you all so much. I personally have been loving the race championships. I think it's really fun to have kind of like a side event like this where people are still taking it pretty seriously, and the games are really good. We're getting top quality players coming in all the time to play in the race championships. But it's not like the individual league. I like seeing the teams and you know, how everyone is playing together as kind of a community. So as it says on the screen, if you guys take a look, we do need your guys' support in order to make Race Championship Season 2 come true. So the goal is $2,000, currently at $308.66. I assume that's due to just monetary conversion rates, but it is hilarious. I like to imagine someone like donate like $2.66 because it's just like what they had at the time. But yeah, we appreciate all you guys' support, man. And Zero's trying to do full-time StarCraft with all of this content and all that going on. So if you guys have the you know, the financial capability to dip into your wallets and maybe support this type of content, we really appreciate every bit of support. Of course, if you can't, please don't overextend yourself to try to make a donation here. But for those of you who are a little more comfortable, and you know, a couple of bucks here and there can really make the difference as far as being able to make these series a reality. And thank you to everyone who's been contributing so far. Of course, we really appreciate that, and of course the sponsors as well have been a big help making all of this come true. And of course, you can always check out the Patreon as well. It's a great way to support BSL just in general. I know that those type of recurring monthly payments, stuff like that, makes a really big difference as far as being able to like count on income as well. So Patreon also a really great option there.
Yeah. So basically, if get your wallets out and help donate, help make StarCraft happen. All right. And this is Revolver. And all right, so pretty standard 4-player map. What was that? Oh, we're ready for the game. All right, well, let's just jump into it.
Alrighty, guys, welcome to Revolver. In bottom left-hand corner, we have spawning as the blue Zerg coming off a hot win. We have Avi-Love.
In the bottom right, we have the red Protoss, DeWalt.
Now, I vaguely recall reading about this in FBW, but I believe Avi-Love is like named after some porn star or something like that. So I think it's a great idea. All right. Yeah, how do you feel about his chances in this one, man? Because I gotta say, putting anyone up against DeWalt, it's always a little rough.
Yeah, but you know what? He's probably got some tricks up his sleeve, especially if you're saying his ID's named after porn stars. He's talking about 420 and Let's Get High in the last one. I mean, guy's a trickster. He's got some stuff up his sleeve. I wouldn't count him out. Actually, looking at how well he played that last game, I don't think he's going to be nervous or anything.
I don't think he's ever nervous.
Yeah, I don't think he's nervous. I don't think that DeWalt's too big of a name or anything for him. I think he's going to go out, play his game, do what he thinks right. And truthfully, you know, at this level, you have favorites and you have you obviously have favorites that come in, but and DeWalt would be a favorite to almost anyone. I mean, it's one game. Every single player here is capable of sniping everyone else playing.
Yeah, best of one is huge.
Yeah.
This is funny. So we do have the probe behind the mineral line here. I'm wondering if this is to like psych out Avi and make him pull some drones here to maybe stop a cannon rush that isn't coming since we went gate first or not. So I'm looking to see what happens here in just a minute. Doesn't look like DeWalt's gonna fake it quite yet. If he decides to go for it at all, but I do like that kind of play because you'll see like, you know, Zerg bring like 6 drones or something off the line, and then the Zealot comes. It's like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm screwed now. Yeah,
it's good because even from a just economic standpoint, moves like that. I mean, 2 pylons are going to cost you 50 minerals when you cancel them, and you think of all the drones that players would pull, all the lost mining time. It's usually a plus for the Protoss, money-wise.
Hard to fake a cannon rush though when you got the Overlord and the natural expansion. You can see there's clearly no forge at the time, but you know.
Yeah, that's
it is rough though.
goof.
Like, but you know, so what was I was gonna say? Okay, well here comes the first zealot.
Yep. Zealot and a probe, and those have to be Zerglings, but they're not out yet. Alright, out just in time. Nice pull, and oh, Zealot's just getting right in there. You're gonna take down one drone.
One drone goes down.
But everything else is
Two
gonna
drones
fall.
go down. Oh, that's big.
You got two. Wow. Yeah, that's some value.
Although these units going down super fast does mean that we're going to have to continue to commit here a little bit to see whether or not it's going to be a layer or a Hydra Den here. And now that all those units are out of the natural expansion, you're not going to really be able to get them up the ramp to see if there's a layer or not going down. So going to be playing a little bit in the dark, I would think here, for just a minute.
Yeah, and Avi-Love's getting his 3 bases up. DeWalt did go for Forge before Core, different than what we saw from Bonneth against Zerg. And so Sarah's coming relatively soon, but it's not going to be as fast as DeWalt's hit. Or as fast as Bonneth's hit in the previous game. Can's coming up. DeWalt's just playing very solid, very safe.
So, as we can see from what Zero is showing us, the gas for Avi-Love has been spent, and there is no layer. So it looks like we have link speed here, and we've got a pull off of gas as well. So potentially all in here. And this is a map where it's going to be kind of funky. There's only one cannon right now, as we're being shown. We're taking our gas and everything like that, so it doesn't look like DeWalt is really expecting anything wild here. And of course, there's 2 fronts as well for him to defend in the natural expansion. So a whole bunch of Zerglings here could definitely bust down like the front gateway or something like that and take this out. We have a couple of links coming across the map, but this isn't not going to be enough to set alarm bells off, I wouldn't think.
Well, now we have speed.
Oh, he sees the speed, yo.
DeWalt knows. All right, well.
I like this. Sending out one zealot to check things out.
Yeah.
But this isn't a crazy commitment quite yet. And Avi knows that he's revealed speed.
Yeah, and it's such a quick speed. DeWalt decided he's not going to go for a quick...
Oh, I like it.
A quick Stargate, and instead spent his gas, because you are gas deprived at the beginning, on +1 and a quick Citadel for earlier legs. And he's just making one goon. Yeah, this
is an MVP, man. I love it. He walks all the way across the map, sees that there isn't a threat of an all-in here, and that the speed was just kind of a utility pickup. So now, oh my god, he gets drones. He's getting so much value here out of this scout. So he sees everything. So he knows that we're going 5 hatch before layer, so he's going to know that there's going to be a whole bunch of Hydralisks coming eventually. He's going to get a second drone here as well. And now we're moving across the map here to put pressure on Avi-Love to make sure he has to continue to make units.
Yeah, but so this is interesting, and the goon is chasing the Overlord. I like that. Oh my god, he supply blocks him. Yeah, because if you have no lair, oh, and here come these zealots. Get some nice value. This isn't enough links. You have to pull some drones. Another one goes down.
Oh my god.
And nice look at this little positioning. Yeah. Yep. Alright, eventually it's going to get cleaned up, but yeah, that forced a lot of legs, got some drones, and I think the important thing to note is that DeWalt knows there's no lair, right? And so if there's no lair, that means no Overlord speed. And that Dragoon somehow ran around and killed all the Overlords in the vicinity. So what kills any time attack now? Like 1 DT.
Yeah.
So
he has no worries about the defense. Lair just now coming. But as you said, this is going to take forever to get that OV speed. So there you go. There's that Dark Templar now. And DeWalt's pretty safe at this point from anything going on. And the thing is, too, as you saw, he completely was like, you know what? We're not going for Stargate at all. So we have a huge burst of gateway numbers. There's going to be a gigantic ground army here in a minute. You know, and Storm is going to be really fast. Zealot's going to be really fast, and you're going to have to fight against that with just hatchery tech essentially. There's not going to be lurkers. It's going to be really rough.
He's getting in.
Oh my god!
One,
he just goes in.
Is he getting any more? Is he getting any more? Oh, Hydra's body blocking. Alright,
Okay.
you got 2.
Pretty good response
Terrible.
from Avi-Love so far. I like that he's got his units split between his 2 bases so that the DTs won't get in here and do any more real damage.
Yeah, but let's point out though what Avi-Love does have going for him, and this DT is getting caught nicely. He's gonna get some Zerglings, but that's it. And we got more drones coming out. Listen, he went drone man like crazy. Now he has a ton of drones. We're sitting on 6 hatcheries. Like he's going to pump. He's fully saturated at 8.5 minutes on 3 base against DeWalt. And he really wasn't punished, so he's gonna be able to produce a ton of units, like an absolute ton. DeWalt though, double forge upgrades, I love it. I absolutely love it.
Well, it's I think gonna come down to the micro here, as there are so many High Templar piling up in the natural expansion. As you said, like there are going to be just a ridiculous number of ground units, and the storm and the anti-storm micro is going to be like the big thing that determines whether or not we get a 3rd base as DeWalt, or if Avi-Love's just going to crush through with a gigantic Hydra army. The double upgrades, of course, going to factor in a lot. Having additional armor upgrades just for the Zealots make them last so much longer versus Hydralisks.
Yeah, and we got some, like DeWalt got some drones and all the rest, but even after skipping Stargate, there's just so many units out right now for Abby. Like his economy is really starting to pick up. There's no openings here, and Abby's still throwing in a drone every once in a while. Like he is just, I mean, he is really going to be the epitome of the swarm here in a little bit, where it's just going to be so much blue. The storms are going to have to be money for Protoss. Or he's going to have to rely on these upgrades. Yeah, and Hydras are just going to push back. He's like, alright, you know what? I think I have enough. Map control is mine. And DeWalt is doing the rain build, where he made 4 High Templar and stopped at that, and then started pumping goons. They'll probably have 2 storms each, so he has 8 storms. Got goons for buffering, and so it's gonna be hard to get picked off. And here comes Avi-Love. 1 storm goes, 2nd one's huge, and 3rd one just for good measure. Get out of here, Zerg. You're not coming.
Go away. Here. This is my base, sir. Get out.
Hey,
this is so funny. Ooh, nice little High Templar snipe though. Cost him 3 Hydralisks, but I would trade that almost any day for a High Templar.
Well, that was a great trade from DeWalt, and he's gonna get his 3rd up. And Avi's taking a 4th. And DeWalt's going to come in here, and his goal here is to be as efficient as possible. If he's so efficient he can kill, which he might be able to, this is a lot of Protoss, then he will, but he's gonna try to be as efficient as possible as picking away at Zerg. And Zerg, where's his army? Did he just lose so much there? This is what, 4 or 5 Hydras?
We have a couple of Muta.
Yeah, Muta's trying to. He wants to get rid of those High Templar.
Yeah, and the Mutas are also actually kind of great versus Dragoons. I think it's kind of funny because Dragoons are like the only real core gateway unit that shoots up, but they're pretty bad versus killing.
Yeah, but we're in this 3rd. All those drones he made is gone. Drone man got bopped. GG.
GG,
well played,
WP. Yeah, I don't think anyone's super surprised about this outcome, but Avi was like looking to be in a pretty okay spot there. The Zealots really did a number on him though in that early portion of the game there.
Yeah. I mean, that's just such a strong build. Anyone who's been watching ASL, how Braid handled Soma was that exact build. Exactly what almost every game was that exact build from DeWalt, and it's just so strong in the mid game. You just little zealot pressure, try to get some drones where you can. Four High Templar quick, and you just let it sit, bank storm, and after those 4 High Templar, you just go goons for buffering, and you just come out with this really strong attack. And yeah. And Avi just kind of made too many drones, ate too many storms, and he got bopped.
I just feel like the game would have been so much different if DeWalt hadn't sent that one scouting zealot out to go check out the natural expansion. You know, Avi invested in that early speed that was supposed to stop DeWalt from figuring out what he was doing. You know, but the problem is the zealot came across. It saw all the hatcheries. It saw that there was no layer tech for quite a while. You know, and so there was never the opportunity for Avi to put up any get lurkers up or anything like that. You saw that we tried to go for a little bit of layer tech with the mutas towards the end there. If that push had come across a little bit later and the mutas had a chance to dive in on the Templar and take them out a little earlier, maybe it would have worked a lot better. But unfortunately, especially with his push, he lost so many of those Hydralisks as well. It was just like the core of his army was decimated right before DeWalt wanted to go for a push. So it was like pretty unfortunate timing for essentially everything that happened there.
Yeah, well, that's how the cookie crumbled, as they say. And next we are going to have Dandy or Ultra. Who do you think they're sending out? Oh, by the way, before we leave Avi-Love, let's just give him credit, all right? Give him a little clap because Avi-Love got a point for the Zerg, which some weeks, some days they don't even get that. So good job, Avi-Love. That's good. And now let's see if Zeke can take it home. But before we do,
I think for this matchup you try and throw Ultra out first, right? Ultra's gonna get his map pick. He's going to kind of have every advantage that he possibly could. As you said, he's very good versus Protoss as well. So I mean, yeah, I think you just throw out Ultra and then you try to save Dandy for versus Zerg matchup if it ends up coming to that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Ultra too. He hasn't played a whole lot in these. Dandy and Terra played a lot more. So get the man in there. Get some games under his belt. Well, let's see it. I like Ultra. He's a good player. You met him before, right?
Yeah.
LA Land? Yeah. Chill dude?
Oh yeah, very cool.
Nice.
Honestly though, every Brute War player that I've met in real life has been a chill dude, except for, I guess, Models. And it's not that Models isn't chill. He's just very energetic. It's hard to use the word chill when someone's bouncing off the walls. But he's also a nice guy in real life. So, like, there's no one out there that I would say, at least that I've met, wasn't cool in real life. Like, I'd hang out with every single one of you guys if you ever come out to a land. So don't you worry about that. But it was actually kind of funny. We went to we're gonna go to sushi.
Yep.
And the Afrika guys are gonna take us out. So we asked Fuji and Ultra, like, hey, you guys want to you guys want to go to this really nice sushi restaurant with us? And they're like, nah, dude, we're gonna go find a poutine food truck. And so they went out and got poutine instead. And we're just like, really? Like, okay.
Nice. Whatever. To each their own.
Yeah, good time, man.
Yeah, Brute War lands are always fun.
I
Like
love 'em.
even people who are clowns online, like yours truly, are great in person. Like,
Yeah, I
really
just
good
think
people.
that part of it is just exciting. There's something fun about, like, kind of like the interpersonal drama, like when you kind of make up things to be annoyed about and stuff at each other. It makes the experience, like, of the community, like, a lot more fun. Like, I personally appreciate, like, storylines with, like, a lot of drama and rivalries and stuff like that, because it makes the games, like, have, like, a additional weight when there's, like, a meta commentary behind it. So I think that's fun. But yeah, like, when you meet up with people in person, it's great. You're just getting hugs from everyone. Everyone's just chill. LA Lands, some of the best times I've ever had. Like, just a blast, man. And then afterwards, everyone's just, like, roaming around Koreatown and at night, like, perhaps a bit more intoxicated than might be advised. But yeah, dude, I love lands. I'm really sad that the last LA land got canceled by COVID.
But probably the drunkest story I think I've ever had from like a Brood War LAN was like, well, I don't know. There was one in Vegas where everyone was really drunk, but I remember one time down in Irvine, like by LA, Southern California, like Elkie walks into our room with his girlfriend, and you know, Elkie at the time, he just came to watch. Like at the time, he was fully into his poker thing, making millions, and he just walks into our room, is like, "Hey guys, just got some alcohol for you guys." Dropped off a fuck ton of booze, and just he's like, "Go in there with the girlfriend. You guys have fun. Good games today." And just
What a
bounced.
nice guy.
Everyone got smashed.
That's awesome. What a
Also-
dope dude.
Also, anytime you're hanging out with the Ukrainians, White Raw and
Oh my
the
God.
MAGA, those guys, like, they bring their own vodka to the place and they don't stop.
Dude, White Raw's
Good
like
time.
the happiest guy I ever met. Like, what an awesome dude. He was like getting litty as hell, and he's
Yeah.
just like all about like having a good time. Man.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about the secret beers?
The secret.
The
No,
hidden
I know about 80s Mullet's Bush beers though, where he's finding beers.
Oh
in
yeah, he
bushes,
just found
but-
it. No. So we're at LA Land. I'm hanging out with a bunch of people, and Herbmon's with us. So we're just like walking. It's after the LAN. It's just kind of like night, and so we're just like walking around having a good time. And Herbmon has got nothing in his hands except for a beer that he's drinking, and he keeps finishing them, and then magically he has a new beer. And we're like, what the hell is going on? He's not carrying beer. He doesn't have a backpack or anything like that. But every time he has a new beer, it's just they're just appearing out of nowhere. And so later we find out, he told us, he's like, yeah, when I got here, dude, I just hid beer all around LA. So he was like reaching into bushes and like under stuff and like pulling out beers that he had hidden in the city. Like, and just we were just walking around and be like, all right, 1 second. And he'd like go behind like one of those like newspaper boxes and just pull out a fresh beer. Dude, it was blowing my mind. So
crazy.
ridiculous.
Well, talking about our players, we got DeWalt and we got Ultra. Now DeWalt is probably favored, but look at Ultra, 2,400 ladder MR. That's really good. Round of 16, round of 24 in Pro League. Like, yeah, I mean he's made Pro League last at least few seasons that you can see there, and you know, Ultra kind of throwing in a picture kind of like Patak. He's got the sunglasses. The only thing he's missing is the medals, but I mean he's got forearms that looks like he'd win any arm wrestling competition of any of these gamers.
Jesus, yeah. It was like he crushed your head with just his hands.
Yeah, that just reminds me of In Control. Like those forearms remind me of In Control. But yeah, this should be a good game. I mean, Ultra is personally, I think he's one of the most underrated players in the foreign scene. Ultra is really strong.
I don't know why you say that.
Because I never hear anyone talk about him. And
I don't think anyone
really
underrates him. That's the thing. I think everyone knows he's awesome. He's like super good.
He is. He's super good.
I don't know. I would never say that Ultra's underrated because I think everyone knows how good he is. But you know, to talk about the portraits for a second, like Fujikuro's got his team on something else, man. He's got the jerseys for everybody. Team Seoul is way together, man. I love Seoul. Great team, and I just love seeing them rep their clan with the shirts and everything. It's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, like Fuji even flew out Ultra specifically for the LAN, so it's great. It's a great little community org, and of course, there's a lot of great stuff out here, and I really appreciate how the community, like StarCraft community, is like very self-running, like very self-sufficient. We don't have sponsor money coming in from big corporations or anything like that. So all these organizations and stuff are brought together just by like people's passion for Brood War. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, well, no one's getting rich off Brood War anymore. Like, this is just everyone who's playing now is playing solely just because they love the game, including even players who like people like Artosis and Tasteless who actually like make legit money still at the game. Like they probably make more if they played StarCraft 2, but they're like, you know what? Remastered Brood War.
Bro,
it's what's up. Like we're sticking with that. That's how
I don't want to hear about StarCraft. Dude, StarCraft 2 is dead as a doornail. I'm not trying to hate or whatever, but there's no way. Like I honestly think they're like if they were doing exclusively StarCraft 2 content, they wouldn't be doing any better at this point. Brood War is in a great spot right now because it's been so self-sufficient for so long. Like we're not reliant on that like infrastructure to maintain, right? Like BSL is supported like basically solely by the fans. You know what I mean? And sure, there's sponsors as well that come up, but those sponsors specifically come to Brood War because the people involved are fans of Brood War. So looks like we are going to be. This is Troy, I believe, is the name of this map, and this we had a great game yesterday that I watched on this map. So there's going to be a lot of kind of funky shenanigans possibly available here. Same matchup as well.
And I remember this map from back in the day. I love that we're pulling out these old maps. Zero's listening. Pull out Blue Storm at some point, buddy. That's the best map in the world. Just FYI. Oh, good. Keep bringing it back. That is fantastic.
G5
every week.
Loves Blue Storm.
I love Blue Storm. But so what's interesting about this map, right, is these assimilators that go to your natural. You can go through them, but if you kill them, it's a perma block. Like nothing gets through. Maybe a ghost. But and that's a feature at the 6 o'clock, the 12 o'clock, and at every main base in their natural. So sometimes you get some shenanigans where you're killing them. You're killing those to literally block yourself. Yeah, block yourself in or out. So you can actually take other mains and you can just kill those. Like it's really interesting.
One of the dangers on this map, of course, is Protoss going for like a very aggressive like 2-gate opener, and then as a Terran player, you can get your assimilators blown up by the early Dragoons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you can't leave.
Yeah. Well, we are ready. We're in the game. Throw it up, Zero. Let's do it. This is Troy.
Alrighty, guys. Well, spawning in the top left-hand corner, we do have the red Protoss dual.
Alright, and in the bottom left we have the blue Terran. It is Ultra, and let's just point out these South American Terrans. We got Final Fantasy. Ultra's playing under Final Fantasy. We got Terra's under Dogecoin holder. They're throwing out the Smurf IDs.
The ID
they're letting you know what's up.
On fleek, dude. Do people still say that? I'm too old. I don't think people say on fleek anymore. I'm gonna do it though. I like it.
I don't think anyone ever said that, buddy.
Bro, shut up, man. You from Kentucky? You don't know nothing. People still saying "done dare" out there.
Well, I done dare declare that I'm originally from California, where you're from. So shush it. All right.
I just like to say I think my southern accent's better than yours.
You never pull it out. We do Southern Night in Discord. You're never doing nothing. So I wouldn't know. Let's see it.
I like this forward pylon here coming down. I would have liked to see a 12 next personally, but gateway also nice. Gonna get in here, do some pressure, be annoying.
Now, what do you reckon this Terran's aiming to do? Because I would be scared to be building stuff in my base. I don't want to lose those simulators. No, I mean.
Personally, I'd be doing an expansion over at the natural expansion. I'd like to see a bunker out there, so that way you don't have no kind of run by with the Dragoons and nothing. You know what I mean? Because like, if you got the Dragoons up in that natural expansion, start shooting them simulators, you can't get out. How you gotta get out? You'd be trapped like a crawfish in a cage.
Mech can barely squeeze through that as it is. I don't know. Anywho.
Yeah, honestly, this map is pretty intimidating. I think I would have to say as a Terran for like the first 8 minutes, right? Like there's so much crap that can go wrong here. It'd be very spooky.
He's getting out there. Like, and we got forward gateway because DeWalt knows how this map works, and we're having to gas expand because Ultra just wants to get to his natural as fast as possible. It's interesting they didn't put the supply depot and barracks in front of his base, but this will do. This will do. And yeah, so he's gonna come out here. Zealot is out already. There's only one Marine, which is gonna push this back. This is gonna be really hard. Bunker is going down, but man, that damaged SCV already going down. Marine trying to pick off the probe. Nice little dance here. Marine's trying to buy time, and SCV building the bunker is gonna get targeted, and it is out of there. See ya, SCV.
This is super annoying, but actually I feel like Ultra, for the most part, has managed this pretty well. The bunker's almost up.
He did, but once it's up, where do you think these zealots are going? You think they're hanging around? This is, oh my god. Oh my god.
This is insane! Oh no, this is such bad news bears right now.
3 SCVs, right? These zealots barely have damage on them.
Oh my god, look how many SCVs are being pulled to get this taken care of here. An excellent start already for DeWalt, and we have the range, looks like it's coming up here as well, so the aggression just going to continue. Oh my god, he gets the Marine as well. The bunker's gonna finish, but how do you get the Marines out from the main?
3 more, that's 5 SCVs if I can count. And, I mean,
they still have their shields, dude. What's happening?
He's gonna get in here, but then they're just going in the main.
True.
Oh, 6 SCVs.
Oh my god, and we have a bunch of SCVs not even mining. Look at this is so ridiculous. The supply is insane right now.
Goon's just running by. I mean,
dude, and now you're just doomed. Marines can't even get out of the barracks anymore. They're gonna get sniped as soon as they come out.
Well, I'll tell you what, DocHoliday. I think Ultra's a hot mess right now. He's in all sorts of trouble. Woo!
That's rude. Yeah, but he really is in a rough spot at this point.
Oh man, this is actually just too much damage. I mean,
what do you mean it's just too much damage? He's got 5 SCVs left.
Oh, and you're going up. You haven't played too many of these. You're going up against the wall. You're like, all right. I'm picking. He got to pick the map, and I think he just got nervous or something. Like something. He done goofed here. Like this is rough. He's just going through it right now.
I mean,
and we're almost double supply for Protoss.
This isn't even a weird build order. This is off of 1 gateway.
Yeah, sometimes it just happens though when Terran's goof. Like, and he done goofed.
Oh yeah. You know? I mean, I'm not commenting on Ultra, by the way. Like I'm not like crapping on him or whatever for the play here. I'm just saying like DeWalt has sacrificed literally nothing to make this happen.
Jesus,
like everything is still on time.
Bro, Ultra's family.
What?
Like,
Yeah,
why crap on him?
I met his family.
I'm just kidding. Listen, I've seen this from DeWalt so much. He was in IRK forever. I've seen a lot of his games, and like he's got that robo, and he's probably just gonna make. I mean, knowing him, he's probably just. Oh, I was gonna say he's probably just gonna Reaver bust, but maybe he doesn't want to do that because it'd be uphill. So he's just gonna be like, all right, I'm way ahead. Get my obs. I already got my natural up before yours is even close to getting halfway. I killed like 8 SCVs, caused a bunch of lost mining time, killed a bunch of Marines, everything's delayed. I'm like probably double your supply. Yeah, I'm just gonna play this out, and we'll probably see. I don't know. He can do anything. He can go two base carry at this point. He can go take a quick third. I mean, because Ultra has. He can't punish anything here. Like he's just in it now. Yeah, he's in it for the long run.
Yeah.
Citadel of a Dune.
So, when you say he doesn't want to bust uphill, is that just because vision is going to be a problem?
Well, you also miss half your shots, 50% miss chance.
Yeah, but if you have 3 times the amount of units, who cares? You know what I mean? There's one tank in a bunker here, and we have like 8 goons already.
I feel it. He probably just doesn't want to
risk it for the biscuit.
Do the one thing that might cost him the game.
I gotcha. Yeah, I guess it's a good point. Like when you're in such a commanding position right now, you're not really trying to throw.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Alright, so if you are Terran now, I'm guessing. Oh, DeWalt's just going on 2-base. He's probably getting legs. I mean, he might go for just a giant bust. Which is possible. I mean, Terran's on, what, 1 factory? Maybe 2? I think 1. So we got 1 factory 1 factory production against, what, like 6, 7 gateways? And he already has this humongous army.
Yeah, true, but that factory does make tanks, so...
That's true. You got uphill, you got tanks, you got them linebackers that they refer to as SCVs, who's gonna come in, body block.
It's hard to imagine that there is something that Ultra could do to win this game already, though. You know what I mean? Like this is gonna have to be, like, an actual miracle. You know? Like, there's 3 tanks in a bunker here versus an enormous Protoss army already. Like, these Zealots are gonna get in here, they're gonna get on top of the bunker, the tanks are gonna shoot the Zealots, and then the bunker's gonna be gone, and then it's just 3 tanks versus a bazillion Protoss units. Yeah. Look at this. This is ridiculous. You don't even need the goons. This is just too many speed lots.
Pull the boys! Pull the boys! Just too much. It's too much. Oh, and you know what's funny? Is there's gonna be people in chat right now who are just all racist against Protoss. GG. We're just like, get 8 us. So easy. It's like, no. No. That's not what just happened, alright?
Oh my god. You're the biggest victim when it comes to... You're always like... I'm Protoss, everyone hates us. They're just probably saying mean things in the chat about us. I do not... you know what? I personally think it's completely deserved. Alright?
Point out what a great impression that was of me. Like, well done.
Yeah, true. I mean, like...
That was good. Spot on.
Exactly.
Exactly. Spot on.
That wasn't even... I actually didn't do an impression. That was a recording from you earlier that I just pulled out on my soundboard, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love you, G5, man. But... Okay. Alrighty, guys. Well, looks like we're going to be just taking a quick break here. Got about 5 minutes that we're going to just kind of hang out for a little bit and give our vocal cords a rest. While you guys are hanging out waiting for the next games, though, please, if you wouldn't mind, take a chance. Take a peek over at the Bombastic StarLeague Patreon, maybe. You know, maybe consider make a donation to help us reach the goal so we can get Season 2 of the Race Championships. Really appreciate that, guys, and we'll see you in a little bit.
lost, there's always a hope. Rise and fight.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to BSL Race Championships. Dude, how sick is the BSL production, man? That is so cool. Every time we get to come back from a break and I get to see all the graphics that have been done, bro, that is amazing. All community produced and everything. Looks so cool.
Yeah. If you want to keep seeing it, though, hit that donate button. All right, $315. I have 2,000. Long way to go. Let's go. Don't be freeloaders. All right, unless you can. All right.
Don't be freeloaders. Jeez. A little harsh there, buddy.
No, that's good. So we're gonna have Zeke against DeWalt on Gold Rush.
Yeah, and speaking of spooky Halloween time, man, Gold Rush is the spookiest of all maps.
And Zeke, 2,700 MMR. Holy moly. That is absolutely insane.
I love this picture that we use for him, too, every time. It looks like he's going to rob me of my cigarettes outside of a 7-Eleven.
Whoa!
He does, look how scary he looks, dude.
I call him a freeloader. You call him a guy... You basically call him Jay and Silent Bob that's going to, like, rob you. You know? Like...
he looks scary, dude. I'm a big guy. I wouldn't want to mess with Sicky, dude. All right, I'm just saying. But dude, he
definitely looks like a G. It looks like he needs a little bit higher resolution photo. I don't know how old that is, but all right, we got it on, and of course he picks the map. The G that he is, he's picking a map that has like a skeleton head in the middle of it.
Ooh.
And we're ready. Oh, we're just getting in there. Let's do it.
Alrighty, guys. In the top, or actually, center left-hand portion of the map, we have our Protoss player, Dawid.
At 12 o'clock position, we have the red Zerg. It is Zeke. All right, what are you looking for? How you see this playing out? You follow these players very closely. You've seen a lot of games from them. What do you think?
This is super hard to call, because these are both like the kings of their race, right? Like DeWalt and Bonneth kind of share the crown for the absolute best Protosses, and then Sicky and True Touch are up there like with like the two Zerg kings, and we have. So this is huge. This is going to be a crazy game.
Yeah.
I don't know how this is going to play out at all. Gold Rush does have some interesting map features, but overall, like, it's standard enough that you're going to see like a pretty normal game play out here. I just can't. I couldn't tell you, man. I want to root for 60. Right? I think like everyone in the world should be rooting for Zerg right now. Only because Protoss always wins right now.
So Zero, I think we might have to discuss if Zerg gets wrecked again, do we let a Korean hop in and play for them? Maybe Scan playing Zerg? Because they need some help. I mean, I really hope Zeke pops off here and he's the one Zerg that's able to do it because Zerg needs some help. They have been getting absolutely decimated in these matches, and the only win that I know of that they have is Zeke all killing everyone, and DeWalt was part of that package, so he can do it. He can do it because he already has. So it's gonna be good. He did get the first Overlord Scout straight in there. He knows exactly what's going on, and there's gonna be no secrets from DeWalt.
Yeah, it's rough that Zeke comes out to the hardest matchup that he could potentially play today. You know what I mean? Like this is going to be potentially very, very difficult. DeWalt is a true tyrant of the foreign scene here. Of course, so is Zeke. But it would be nice to see he had come out and played against some of the weaker players here, and potentially had himself a couple of points on the board before he had to go against DeWalt. But you know, all things being equal, looks like, you know, things are panning out pretty standard so far.
Yeah, and I like
versus Overpool.
I like that DeWalt's playing defensive, and Zeke. So he sent the first Zealot out, but not too far to kind of force links. But Zeke, with the second Overlord coming in, sees that it's not being sent at all, and there is a little gap. Oh, and he's running right on by Disaster.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
we do have a ramp blocked by probes already, so it looks like that was already hedged for. But yeah, this is rough. The Nexus is not going to come down for a long time. Forge is clearly not going to be able to go down and block off that wall or anything like that. This is going to be a huge delay in pretty much everything that DeWalt is wanting to do right now. And that all for the cost of a couple of Zerglings. Really, really great investment here so far. Oh my god, the natural expansion gets blocked here. DeWalt desperately trying to get that down here, but not working out. But look at the excellent Zealot micro here. Like, ridiculous.
It was good. Zeke, being the very measured player that he is, was just drawn behind that. He's like, oh, I'll get a little bit of Havoc done, you know, maybe overreacts, pull some probes, delay the Nexus, maybe I catch a Zealot here or there, but I was drawn behind this. Guarantee you, 99% of the ladder Zergs you hit, like, are just mass linging as soon as they see that gap. So, and against DeWalt probably would have held it. So, that's very measured from Zeke. And we got a lot of Zealots out. Forge and Core are not completing a wall here, which is interesting. He's just relying on those Zealots.
I mean, they are good units to block a wall off of. They're very, very tanky, but yeah, it is. I mean, I'm sure we're eventually going to get a more complete wall here, but you know, the timing to get those buildings down so he can get his upgrade started, so he can get his tech going, you know, it's really hard to blame a guy to just throw him down in the main to make sure that everything's on time. Like, the layer timing was great for Zeke, so he has to have that Stargate on time.
Yeah, DeWalt's gonna get a full scout here, which is super nice just because of the map. And if I'm Zeke, I might be busting down those assimilators top left and blocking that off eventually, because I'm scared DT's just
kill the eggs real fast and walk in.
Walking on in, as they do. You know, you heard that timeless joke, like, would I not see on my way to work? Dark Templar. Yeah, because
is that a timeless joke?
Timeless StarCraft joke. Don't question it. All right,
but I don't know. I feel like that joke's time was like maybe like 15 years ago, and it should have never been brought back. You're like a joke necromancer, dude.
So, one thing to note is Zeke, even though all these Zealots were made, Zeke really has never been in fear of them coming over. He's got good scouting as to whether they're moving out or not, and he hasn't overmade Zerglings at all, and we got double Stargate coming down. So we're going to see a lot of Sarahs out. We got +1 going, and what we got on Zeke's side? We got Spire coming up, and a second gas, third, fourth hatchery.
Yeah, it's gonna be Muta. So he's gonna go for that early couple of Muta to deflect like the early Zealot attack, and then probably move towards Hydralisk. So this is sneaky, nice play.
Sneaky. Look at the sneaky third. Look at this from DeWalt.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's nice.
I actually think this is going to go really good for him, because I feel like the Hydralisks are not going to be in big enough numbers to really deal with the Corsairs right away. So the Sarahs should guarantee a significant amount of safety for DeWalt for a little bit of time, as they're going to be kind of threatening over on Zeke's side of the map. And this third is going to just do really great, since it's kind of behind a wall and everything like that.
Yeah, now I'm curious how many Muta he makes, because lots of the time you just see 5. Yeah, so it's going to be just 5 to force some cannons. They one-shot probes at 5, and here it comes. He's going to get some damage done. Oh, make the Sarahs run. Did he even get a probe? Maybe one. and he's running for the hills. He's like, holy moly! And he's got to know at this point that this is double Stargate. With how many.
Yeah, certainly by the number of Corsairs. And the funny thing about this though is that there is no opportunity now for him to threaten this third base at all because you know the air battle is won already.
Yeah, you're not even thinking about this third right now. I mean, everything looks like a normal game, and because you're not getting a scouting info or anything, I don't know how you would ever like guess like, oh, where this Protoss's 500 minerals go. Like, he has to have a base somewhere. It's like, no. And look, he can just transfer right through all of that, and because it's blocked, great build for Dual.
This is
really nice.
A large number of Scourge though. You know, it looks like we are going to use those primarily defensively at this point.
Yeah. But look how many Sarahs we have, and it's going to be +1. And let's be real, Scourge are one of the dumbest units in StarCraft.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, maybe they get some off, but they're probably just going to get massacred.
I think the funniest thing about all this is that you know, Siki's like positioning rather defensively. It looks like he wants to go to that 3-base kind of drone up and kind of get a mid-game army going. But he doesn't know that Dawal's already got his third pumping, and that there's really no need to make all this static defense because there's basically just the zealots that he's seen.
He's waiting for this big speed lot attack that ain't coming right now.
Yeah.
And there's gotta be alarm bells triggering in his head, thinking like, oh, okay, this boy just sitting here doing nothing. Like, he ain't coming out at all. What's happening? Waiting for the time to attack, and it ain't coming.
Dude, I hate when there's this many Corsairs on the map. Like, when there's 12 Corsairs with +1, they just don't die. Like, you could have, you know, like 8 Hydralisks at home, you're still losing like 6-7 Overlords.
Yeah, there's a trade-off, though. So all that gas means less High Templar.
Yeah, and your ground army's weaker and all that stuff, too.
Yeah, but given how much, like, what Zeke went for, and given what Zeke went for, like, this worked out for Dawal, and he still has no idea about this third. So Zeke's feeling really good right now, and
ooh,
really
we have a scout on it.
Oh, I don't think so. Maybe.
Scourge is running down here to check out. Oh, he's gonna find it. Okay, this is a big turning point here for Zeke's information.
That actually is huge. So Zeke's now just thinking.
He's like, my 6 Muta is gonna fight these cannons. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Because there's 12.
Cannons alone stop this.
And then there's 12 Sayers on the way, or 11 Sayers on the way.
Now, the crazy good move would have been like if Protoss could somehow kill these assimilators and make us a Hydra's cannon come over and kill this. But he did it with the cannon.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That. Good luck. That's all I can say. Good luck breaking that. He just has a third up. You're gonna have to live with 3 base Protoss now.
Yeah. Good luck trying to drop it too. Like, seriously, what can you do?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is only 200 to make all your floating pylons.
Oh my God! Not this again.
Like,
not this again.
I'm just saying, it's an option. Like, if I could pay 200 to make all my pylons scuttles, like, I'd do it every game. But you know.
Yeah, true. Now, if I could press T to kill an entire army for free, I would do that too. Alrighty, well, 4th base attempt about to come out. This is crazy. Gigantic Zerg ground army here, and this is like, as you said, this is a little bit. This is where you're gonna start seeing the trade-off.
The Walt shouldn't be out right now. Like, oh, that's a big storm though.
He did press T.
Big storm.
But yeah, as you can see, the ground army is very, very small, and that, you know, these Corsairs unfortunately can't shoot down. You don't have D-Web or anything like that, so they don't really have very much influence on these fights on the ground at all. So that,
like I say, he pressed T. Like, it's like much harder. Like it's much easier than just pressing A, which is all Zerg has to press.
Oh yeah, yeah, true. You don't have to dodge any of the T presses at all.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you got right click.
But yeah, I mean, successful block on the 4th attempt here is a pretty big move. I mean, he has to not allow Dawid to get another base right away, otherwise he's gonna get crushed. This map isn't exactly expansion heavy. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. What's interesting is like these Zers, even though he made a bunch of them and they're a threat, they haven't done much.
They did.
So,
well, they did stop the.
oh, is he going right into these Zers? Don't go right into these Zers. Don't let. Oh, is it right out of vision? What is happening right now?
We're going around him.
Oh,
Amita's giving it the game. Oh!
See ya, third base. Now your army's blocked off. Zerg's getting in here. There we go. Let's go. Oh, but you gotta unload there, buddy. All right. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. Two cans.
So this is big.
Yeah, cans are nothing against Hydras. Hydras pop them like nothing.
They really aren't.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's how you do it too. And he's gonna have what? A couple observers? Like Robo's so late after all the gas put into Zers.
He does have a very large ground army though, and there are not that many Hydralisks here. And as you know,
lurkers. But Dawid knows how to do this. He's so good at cracking things like this.
Oh! Big storm already. Oh my god, the Hydras are getting obliterated. Lurker's really not great versus goons once there's no Hydras to buffer for them.
I know.
A fourth and a fifth.
Did you see how he right-clicked on those High Templar and they just disappeared though?
No, I didn't see that.
That was good. Yeah, he's only got one left, so Dawid's probably scared to move in, so he's got some more Stormy boys.
Yeah, and all it took was 7 gazillion lurkers.
Oh man.
So, but here's the thing: we can drop the main here from here. There's still overlords in the bottom right-hand corner, and he could drop into the main with that small Hydra force and the lurkers and do some damage.
Yeah, he could do that. He could also just bust through the eggs there and just walk things into the main. But I think he's just content sitting there for now. And Dawid is taking he's got his third up. I think that's a mineral only, and he's taking 2 more bases. So he's trying to out-Zerg a Zerg, and Zeke is just focused right now on getting a huge army. Now, here comes a drop.
I think those are him. Oh, no, they're not. Lurkers.
Yeah.
You're right.
Get caught. He's gonna get... Oh, it's unfortunate he didn't get the Lurkers out. He just got the Hydra out. But you know what?
There's only one cannon here.
Yeah, 1 cannon.
No problem.
Boy, didn't even take down a Hydra. It's like the cannons are terrible against Hydra.
Yeah, but I mean, you can just send units from your net, so it's
not...
Whoa!
Yeah, he just busts down the egg and he's coming in.
Yeah, I like it.
And that's gonna pull forces back. Ooh, I like the cannons there, though.
The one thing I don't like about busting down the wall, though, is this now actually kind of helps Dawid resecure that base, right? If you leave the eggs there, it takes much longer for Dawid to kind of come down there. You know, it's 3 Hydras and 2 Lurkers. I mean, it's certainly annoying because you can't deal with that with just like a small handful of units. But once that gets cleared out, that base is very easily retaken.
Yeah, and Zero showing that we basically are even on upgrades. 2-1 for Zerg, and... Or sorry, 2-1 for Protoss, and Zerg has at least 0-2. So...
I love what Siki's doing, though. He's running Dawid all over the map here. Dawid ideally would want this to be go time at this point. He's basically maxed out here, but Siki with these small contingents of units are making him come back to defend these 5th and 4th bases over and over again.
And he's forcing so many cannons. Like, so many cannons.
Yeah. Big storm on the army, but...
Siki's trying to find an angle here. I don't think that this is possible.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. There's enough units here with the cannons and all that.
Yeah, Dawid's not pulling his whole army. Not his first rodeo. He's gonna make some cannons. You know, he made a base. Now he's gonna defense it, and you know, and now Zeke's aim really has to go down towards this base. But bunch of cannons and a choke. Zeke's probably gonna. I don't know where he's at Hive Tech, but
he's got Hive.
Okay, so defilers are really how you're gonna break these sort of bases. You see that defiler mound coming up, and once cracklings are out, and you see he's, I mean, it looks like it's gonna be crackling lurker, which is disgusting. And Yeah. Can we see what the Ling upgrades are? Oh, huge storms. Okay.
Pretty behind then.
Yeah,
these
pretty
as well is going to be
behind.
very efficient. Big problem for me though is that this is a 5-base Protoss already, and we still don't quite have defilers on the field yet. Running out of storms soon, so the Lings will be more effective. But right now, it looks like we're out of Lings. So
yeah, and DeWalt has a bank. He's almost twice the supply right now, and he has map control.
yeah.
So, this is huge, and I think Ziki needs to probably get another base. He's mining from 2, or well, he's mining from all 4, but like 2 of them gotta be starting to get mined out. Looks like main's mined out for DeWalt.
Yeah, Siki's looking to take that base in that little pocket there in a minute. Looks like he's got all his lurkers ready to defend it and all that. But playing from behind on the base count's a little rough. Like, you can be on even bases when you're Zerg with Hive, but from behind it's very difficult. And look at this, no buffering units for these lurkers at all, so they're really not trading efficiently. Oh, here they come though.
Look at Cracklings.
They are so good.
Those are like 25 Merrills each. Can you believe that? Look at that. Protoss just runs. Oh, we got an Arbiter out though. And I love Arbiter play.
I knew you were going to talk about it.
Well,
this is something that G5 talks about a lot, and how underused the Arbiter is in this matchup.
Because think about it. You always have the Stargate as Protoss. You always have the Templar Archive. Why not just throw out an Arbiter Tribunal at some point and throw an Arbiter out there? Like, Recall's so good, Stasis so good. Come on now. What's happening? Cloak, real good.
Curiosity in the chat pointing out that the Arbiter does have +1 weapons as well, so it is.
That's right.
It's a combat Arbiter.
It's actually, you know, it's my DeWalt's plus in here. You don't care. I think eventually these Cracklings, got swarms.
Yeah, they do. The storm, the real lacking issue. The thing is that you pointed out the Corsairs cost a lot of early gas, so you don't have that big pile of storm energy that you would normally have at this point in the game. There are not that many High Templars on the field, and every time that he's forced to make an Archon to save his High Templar is actually a big deal.
And DeWalt's throwing out another base bomb, right? And that's kind of, So I think DeWalt's just kind of outpacing at the moment. We're going to have some really good gauges with Crackling, Defiler, Swarm. We're gonna have to throw down some ketchup on this Protoss army, cut it in half.
Yeah.
That way, if we're gonna start trading efficiently, Arbiter's almost up to recall energy. It does have enough for stasis. I don't know what he upgraded. But speaking about the +1 attack, it's actually a detriment to Arbiters as to why they have that measly +10 attack. The only reason that they have that is that other units prioritize
aggro them.
Act them.
Yeah.
Because if they didn't have that, the Arbiter would never get just auto-fired in a battle.
Yeah, you have to like treat them like science vessels, and be really annoying.
Yeah. So, alright, DeWalt is actually kind of spread out here, and Ziki's going for great storms, though. Oh my god, does the storms ever end? Does he always just have the perfect amount of High Templar? I guess so. I'd love to see... This army doesn't look that crazy from DeWalt. Like, it's enough for where Ziki's at, but...
Yeah, there's no Reavers, though. Not a big Archon ball or anything like that.
But he's back. Oh, recall into the main. Ziki was ready for it. He's there.
Yeah, it's actually hilariously very ineffective. Like he was super prepared for this. This is really weird.
If I'm DeWalt at this point, well, I don't know. Yeah, he's coming in, he's trying to break stuff, but he's just taking the map and he's building up a huge bank. I wonder how many probes he actually has, because the army, him being so massive. Well, it doesn't look like it's that much. I guess it's, well...
I want to see Robos, man. I want to see Robos. It's Reaver time. Like, that's the Protoss trump card. You know? Like, when you're at the point where you can just make Reavers, like, almost indiscriminately, that's when Zerg is, like, no longer a problem.
Yeah.
You know?
And DeWalt's catching all these lurkers just without support. Arbiter is gonna go down.
There goes.
DeWalt's gonna eventually get pushed back, just barely. They're still taking great trades. I guess what's interesting, and we see Zeki's supply slowly starting to come up. He's secured another base, and he's gonna shut this one down. The swarm.
I like it. I like it. One
Unless
swarm and you're all good. Oh,
unless
okay.
it's the god tier storms. There's one good storm. There's another one, but we got a couple Zerg, and that's gonna be the end of that. Well, actually,
Yeah, main army comes up and defends
yeah,
this.
yeah, I don't think he's gonna bust here. So, oh boy, lurkers don't get down. It's rough.
Yeah, actually, you know, the lurker count outside of the natural third there has dwindled quite significantly. Only 4 right now.
Do you want to have less bases in the Protoss if you're Zerg? Is that normal?
No, not at all. And this dude.
Zeke's probably in trouble because DeWalt's like taking every base on the map.
Yeah, this is actually ridiculous. There's bases popping up literally everywhere, like and there's a Templar at each one of them. So the classic like, you know, control group plus a defiler is not gonna just be enough to instantly crack any of these bases. Oh my God, look at the number of cannons. This is just unethical at this point. It's just way too much. There's way too much Protoss. This is not how this matchup's supposed to go. Oh my God, Overlords don't even get to unload.
Oh, Storm, but I don't know, man. Those are 2 cracklings. But here come the Zealots to ruin the party.
Whack, 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 whack. They're trying their best. I mean, this is a lot of efficient. Like all these minerals. See that lurker killed
he's gonna take
3
down
cannons
this
at
stuff.
once. Yeah, this is good. I mean, here's the problem. DeWalt almost doesn't care because he just keeps putting down more and more bases. If he really
he recalls to save it.
Wow. And he still has that back base that he could take if he really wanted to. Yeah, Suki just gives up.
Outpaced. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great play from DeWalt.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
I guess we need a moment of silence for the Zerg players today. We got 1 point.
DocHoliday. Your race apparently just sucks because they're getting wrecked. Holy moly.
That's rude. What do you have against Chinese people?
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
just kidding. Yeah, no, we just
How
keep
much
getting
time do we
squashed.
have, actually?
It sucks. I mean, we do just keep getting squashed. Dude, the very last player left on the board is Dandy, and he has to go through DeWalt and Gosudark. That's a lot of Protoss to get through.
Yeah, truly, like, real talk for a second. Like, I'm looking at the Zerg lineup that is signed up for race championships. You got, you know, Frosty, Gornage, Hawk. You got, you know, let's see, you got Zeke, Truta. Zeke and Truta are freaking crazy good. Like, there's so many good players here, and who can take down literally anyone on the reg. But I mean, Protoss and Terran have just stepped it up, and they have been shutting Zergs down.
Yeah, it's almost like Zerg's the hardest race in the game.
Almost.
Yeah, because after all, Protoss isn't just absolutely dominating the race championships. The quote-unquote hardest matchup, PvZ. Oh, it's so hard. We just have double the points of any of the other races. Oh, no. I mean, come on, man. We gotta, at some point, is it just that the Protosses are built different, or is it that Zerg is gimpy and very difficult to play?
I think that Protoss historically you've always had to be way better than Zerg to win, but now the way that modern PvZ is, I think it's much more even.
Oh my God, we've got the admission.
I do think it's much more even. I definitely think that Zerg still has the advantage.
I agree. I don't think it's like
I'll also say Protoss has advantage against Terran. Terran has advantage against Zerg. But yeah, it's less so nowadays. with gate first openings because Zergs can't get away with
infinity drones.
As
yeah.
much as they used to be able to. Yeah.
All right, man. So this is potentially the ultimate matchup for the day. Hopefully penultimate, but we'll see. Dandy is going to be going up against DeWalt with his map choice. But even with map choice, does he have what it takes?
Dandy's gotta do it for his countrymen because Gosudark, this would be the second day that I can think of where he was like the only player that didn't get to play. So, you know, he has to do it just so Gosudark can come in and show his DT skills for everyone.
Dude, I love this map for a number of reasons, but you know, first among them is the fact that the map looks like a stoned alien. I just think it looks hilarious. But this is gonna be a real fun map. I love the pseudo island bases here that are kind of like in the dead center of the map in these like little like frost biomes. I think it's just a really cool design map. Natural expansion is a little bit wider, so there's a little bit more of opportunity for like early action in the game. I'm just looking forward to it, and of course you have like these bases in the 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock as well that are really nice expansions to take. Just for extra minerals, but sounds like we're ready to hop right on into it, guys. Let's go. Here we go.
Do it. Get in there. Let's do it.
Okay. Well, in the top right-hand corner, we do have our red Protoss DeWalt.
And in the bottom right, at the 5 o'clock location, we have our blue Terran, which is Dandy, also sporting a different ID, doing this thing. All right, I actually think, just looking at the layout, I feel like Terran should like this map. I think a lot of things, especially drops and stuff, can go down. If I was DeWalt, I'd be gunning for Reavers early just so I have a shuttle in case drops come and are tanking my natural or anything like that. You have some answer to it. But I guess we'll see.
Drops are having drop capability on this map is pretty important because if you take a look at the natural a little bit later on, once we get into that phase of the game where people are expanding, you'll see there's the I guess we'll call it like a mineral doorway into the third bases there. And because we're in vertical spawns, I believe that third is going to be kind of a very important place to keep an eye out. You know, siege tanks especially going to be very effective. That's because you're going to have an attack path potentially to go directly south to attack or directly north rather to attack the Protoss natural expansion. So this is going to be. I was like seeing vertical spawns specific on this because it's very contentious that third location.
Contentious. I love your vocabulary. Good. It's good. Well,
all right.
I think. Well, I mean, we're gonna see a gas expand. At least I'm assuming it's gonna be an expand. And we got pretty much like standard openers from both. So far, it's looking pretty standard. I mean, Probe's gonna come in here, scout the Terran. Terran's gonna scout the Protoss. There's gonna be both people are scouting each other first. There's gonna be no surprises, and the wall is just gonna be as annoying as possible with that probe. Throw some damage on. Hopefully get the kill, but if not, just throw damage on. Just make it annoying. Pull this other SCV off mining, and he's gonna get out of there. He's seen enough. What is interesting though is I do not see SCVs being pulled off gas. As Zero, the Zerg player, is highlighting for us, it's like he knows the game, all matchups, and
almost like he knows the game. So, what are you expecting? Do you think we're going to see a Dos Factorios? Oh my God! What just happened? Oh, Dandy!
Oh, his 400 APM looked cool until he misclicked with that. No,
no, dude, it wasn't a misclick. Yo, that's a fake factory into actual factory build. Okay, so he made a factory. He was faking it. He's faking DeWalt out to make him think that he's gonna make a factory, but then he actually makes a factory after not making the factory. So
We're actually
planned build.
Yeah, I think what it was gonna be is a bunker to pretend, a very forward bunker, as you see, to pretend that it's an expansion, and then 2-fac behind it.
Yeah.
But he done goofed, and it doesn't look like we're gonna get Gosudark because DeWalt is like, that was such a big goof. Like, mines are gonna be so late, and even though we're not gonna actually, even though we're not gonna actually see Gosudark, we can pretend that this is Gosudark because look at the Protoss tech tree. Let's see what's happening here. Yep, there it is. All right. I know what this is. This is a Gosudark build. You know, maybe DeWalt just let him play on his account. Who knows? Either way, this this is gonna be
unironically actual Gosudark build.
Yeah, like oh, is that gonna be a turret? No, he doesn't have eBay. I don't know what. I think it's body block something out if it comes. But I mean, no mines, nothing. He's taking the gamble, and we're gonna have Invisible Boys walk in, secure it for Protoss, and yeah. So what you got going on the rest of your day, buddy?
I don't know. We'll see. I need to stop supporting my forehead with my palm right now because I'm just so disappointed in how this game is going so far. Oh god. Yeah. This is so rough. Yeah. I feel so bad for Gosudark.
Ultra and okay, here he comes. He's like, "Hey, what's up? Oh, you can't see me."
This is where you pull out your Ethernet cord and go, question mark.
GG. Alright, without losing a single unit all game. DeWalt go ahead and takes it. That's that'll happen. GG.
Man.
And Protoss takes it again. Let's go.
So you're part of the Protoss team. Are you guys like paying someone or something? What's going on here?
We're just really good. We send out really good players.
Oh my god.
That's all we need. GG.
Wow. Well, a sad day to be a Terran fan. Very unfortunate game. That type of thing does happen, but man, you really don't want it to happen in a tournament setting. You know, you want that to happen on ladder when you're you accidentally drop a Dorito on your escape key or something. I don't know. I don't even know how that happens, but it's pretty unfortunate.
I think there's a prize pool for this too, and the race that wins gets money. And even though Bonnet and DeWalt is just killing everyone, as part of the Protoss team, I just like to chalk it up to a team effort. Like, good job. All right. So let's give it up.
Everyone contributes equally.
Bonnet, DeWalt, Dragon, Duck, Gosudark, Jayun, Kwark, Oya, Curiosity, Tech, TT1, Yeti, and myself. Team effort. We're all doing it. It's not just them.
That's too many Protoss players. It's honestly disgusting that many people play Protoss even exist. Let's be honest.
There's the exact same amount of Zerg in the Zerg lineup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And Terran literally has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They have 11 at the least amount. You have the two races of 14.
Oh.
Yeah.
What a way to end the day.
What a way to end the day.
Well, it's good that this happened. It's only 1:30, so it means I still have plenty of time to drink and get and kill the sorrow that I feel for this final game. Very unfortunate, but overall, actually pretty good games today.
We had some crazy good games. DeWalt Zeke was really nice. I really like that. And Avi-Love taking out Terror.
Yeah, it was really good.
Getting a point for Zerg. Let's go. And yeah, I just feel bad for Dandy and Ultra because those were rough games.
Yeah, DeWalt just murdered everyone today. Not unexpected. He's just that good. But you know, it's good to see that no one walked away with a goose egg. Very glad to see that each team put up points. And really looking forward to seeing more of the race championships, man.
Yeah, we're working on our figure over here, the Protoss race. So we're avoiding those carbs. Zerg and Terran did avoid the bagel, but they did get the breadstick. Each of them just with one win.
The bagel and the
So
breadstick.
let's see if they can pick it up next week. And yeah, it was good. Thank you, DocHoliday. Thank you, Zero.
Yeah.
Cast.
Love being here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate all you guys tuning in here on the Trova stream. And please make sure to try and, if you can, support the BSL, guys. We need to make it to the $2,000 checkpoint in order to get that Season 2 for the race championships. I know I love the content that's been putting out. I really like the best of one format as well. It's really fun to see these teams get together and like work on their work on their like racial solidarity as they come together as a team.